we go. They're going to find him. Will Jason go down here? Looks like it. Ulti's going to get popped. Mask of Madness. Jason will finally die, but look at this. There is no glyph. Creeps are coming in. He repelled early, like 3 seconds early. Here we go. It's a free tier 3 at 25 minutes in. At least Nightsucker got his ulti off before he died, which is actually super good. They lose vision of whatever the hell Kenny's trying to do, and Kenny's owning right now. Gunner. Farming up. Whoa, over here. They're just trying to kill a ward. Now Jenkins going in. He does have his ultimate. Looks like he will just run back. Do they want to pop his ultimate again? I think they do. Does he have a relic yet? He could if he wanted to buy one. They just want to proc the ulti. There's the ulti. Now he's in a little bit of trouble. What will he get? He actually goes out. Oh my lord. Oh, what the fuck happened to Razor? Now Gunner going to continue going. Will they be able to get Noble Wings? He comes uphill. He does get him. That's a 2 for 0, and he's just going to get out of here. Look who is here to help. A shield that the Rubik stole shield? Oh my. That is not what you want to give away. NA is a dog shit region. People watch for the fails, not the plays. But they are watching. Bottom lane. Kenny gonna go for some Raxes. Nice use of Firefly to maybe stop it. They're just gonna repel him, go for the melee Rax here. Probably gonna throw a Lance. Does. Will take the shield off. They get a buyback from the Razor. They're just gonna fall back. Looks good for now. Grant's gonna get a message. Won't say anything though. Now, Lance is going to fly. Razor's taking a ton of damage. Looks like they just want to finish off this melee Rax. They're trying with all the illusions. Here comes even more of them. They're going to bring him over. Brood is TPing in right now. Can they do anything? Doesn't look like it. Kenny should just throw a Lance out, get another illusion. That's what he will do. He'll finish off the melee Rax. Broodmother, that is one fat ass. God damn, she's thick. They're going to easily bring down Jenkins on Abba, and guess what? That's going to be a ranged Rax as well. Kenny finished off the ranged barracks as well. We're going to see Gunner working them. And now they're going to get a pullback. But look at that. Blink. Alright, it doesn't. I mean, the game's over. If you didn't see that, the Rubik stole shield from Abaddon. And then Blink shielded the lasso by Fluff and stuff. And then stole lasso. Alright, this Rubik's legitimately nuts. This Rubik's the fucking man. Now he's going to steal webs. He's just chasing. They get the kill. Good game going to be called very shortly here. Going to finish off a second set of racks, but there's a tier 2 still standing for some reason. Defender's going to continue pushing forward, clear out the extra buildings. This guy's just laying webs and kiting him around everywhere. I don't even know where he went. He's over there now. They're going to find Jenkins. They're going to lift him, throw him back, silence him, and kill him. And there's the good game. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Give me a sec. That's some good fashion camera work. Congrats, Gunner. You own. For that, I grant you the lightning bolt. Jason's ownage. I don't know. Jason and Kenny played really good that game. I think Jason overall played the best. All right, guys. I mean, it's been a damn long day. If you didn't see, we've been live 13 hours and 17 minutes. You know what? I'm going to play a song, answer your questions in chat. Ask anything you want to say, and I will go on and answer them. How big is our tourist cock? Thank you. Can I have the lightning bolt? No. Did BGJ lose? They won game number 1. Who won? EG smokes weed? Apparently none of them if they're all going, right? Looks like it's... Actually, it looks like Animal Planet's probably winning now. Look at... See how it says 7-3? That's the 5-minute delay. You look up here, now it is 9-9, meaning that Animal Planet got 6 kills for every 2 VGJ got there. Huh. Who's Rubik player? No clue. Gunner refused to tell me. It's a Smurf. Your thoughts on LaCroix? I think flavored water is the biggest joke of anything I've ever met. What was your MMR when you last played Dota? I was 6.3k like a year ago, maybe more. Why does Optic lack that's keeping them from qualifying for more lands? That's a good question. I don't know. Say you're stupid and useless. I'm stupid and useless. You make this stream available on Twitch. I tune in this whole thing. I don't plan on taking it down ever. Is there any player better than BSJ? Yeah. My mom? Nah, I'm just kidding. Why is Biggie over Pac? Because you're delusional. Is Kyle a cuck? What does that even mean? Any deals going on at Walmart? 3 for 12 Pepsi products, I believe. Gunner said Rubik is George. Yeah, and he owned. What is the best kind of Hot Pocket? Spicy, pepperoni. Who's the hottest pro Dota player? Probably Bleak. Can you tell Monster to sell Mango Loca in more places? I think it's only at 7-Eleven, right? I wish I could. Is Pi at the Winkling and Optic? I don't think so. I don't know. I'd have to watch more of their games now that they're changing it up again. I think 33 played really well. He's going to be really good. Will we find the identity of Rubik come regional? The Rubik was George Zhang, famed pub player. If you've watched a lot of our TZ streams, you've probably seen him, if that's true. Why are you casting VGJ? Because Dota 2 broadcasting rules don't allow that. If Sumail want to be caster, will you be kicked? Nice, that's a good one. Probably not. I mean, are you serious? Have you seen Sumail's cast? Ooh. Who do you think will win? I don't know what the F1 championship is. Why is the USA the joke of the world? And why is the answer the Cheetos Oompa Loompa? Oh. What are your thoughts about Bulldog? Was a very good player. Now he just plays for fun and he's not very good. What was Secret's key for winning captain's draft? Oh, I don't give a shit. Do you like StarCraft? Hell yeah. Love it. Is Universe retired? I don't believe so, but who knows? And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We made it 13 hours and 21 minutes. Do I plan on streaming tomorrow? Hell no. Am I going to be streaming the 2 days after? I will be. I'll be doing the PGL Regionals. I don't know if it's on ESL's channel. I don't know if it's on BTS's channel, but I will be there, so see you then. Whoops, I'm going to turn it off.
looking.
Wards are down, but they're able to take them away. Like, it doesn't feel like Brau would be able to do nearly as much if he didn't have that early injection of farm from making those rotations onto the spider.
I'm pretty sure that was a big part of it. Like, it enabled Moon to kind of carry, right?
Yeah.
Same with Bryle. Like, both of these cores took part in a lot of the early engagements, like 5-0 and 7, 6-1 and 7, and Ritsu just having the free farm now.
So next item coming out for him, I believe it's a Yasha, and there's a tome on there also. We have a Blink Dagger for Kitrak. Just showing the difference between the type of hero that he's playing this time around. Whereas last game was the Ogre. Not a hero known for getting a lot of farm.
I think VGJ are just waiting for their core items now before they take the next engagement. That's probably the best time to strike. Broodmother about to finish up the BKB. I think he has a BKB. It should be coming out now. And Centaur only 100 gold away from the scepter. So now that they have these two items, probably gonna look to smoke.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Fortification is there for the tier 2. They're going to smoke just like you said.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now maybe a chance to, but looks like
I think Animal Planet know what's up.
Yeah.
Like the wards were dropped and no one responded, right? It took forever for Flea to respond, and that's like a big sign. But they do find the Shadow Shaman for their troubles.
Roche still 30 seconds before it's going to respond now.
I think Animal Planet are just going to wait it out. They've had the gem. They're denying all the vision from Radiant side, so...
Maybe an overextension. They're out of there.
All right.
Probably be a farming ulti. See, so what's the cooldown there? 130 seconds. I mean, it still feels like with a 7,000 gold lead, you know, they're gonna be able to just kind of keep farming up. Is there any worry right now that if they don't make something happen on Animal Planet, things get worse later, or no?
I don't think so. Their late game is actually pretty good, but especially since the Juggernaut has a Battle Fury, like he's gonna catch up very, very quickly. Like look at his net worth, right? He's already made it past the Bat Rider, and then eventually catch up to the Broodmother. So they're not really in a hurry. They do also know that the CK used the Phantasm, so now that Roshan is up, they're probably just gonna push in this bottom lane and then make their way over to Roshan.
There's really not much for him to farm right now. Like, I guess there's a creep wave that's hitting the tier 3 tower bottom, but take a look at the net worth. He's below Aoi.
Yeah, that's how this game has went down. He's trying to catch up with the Midas. I don't know how I feel about this. I think he should just buy items, like cheap items that he can fight with.
Right.
Even like Halberd is fine. Look at Flea, by the way. He held his gold because they figured they might have needed this to happen again. He got the Radiant.
Oh, all right. There we go.
That's why he didn't finish the Spirit Vessel. It's because they were making the transition.
Well, another Roshan. They pull the Broodmother out, though, and, well, now the Aghanim Scepter, he's getting the damage reduction. That's not bad. The Kitrak is going to end up falling out as well. Aoi tries to get in on them. He is going to drop, though, able to stay alive for the moment. They're able to keep him there, but it's not quite long enough. And, well, 2 now dead. Can they get the rest of these heroes dead? As SJ tries to make it happen, Yule Scepter, he's just going to get kited all to hell. And they have the healing ward down, trying to run away, but to no avail. A double kill for Ritsu, and more pings as Roche is going to fall.
This is kind of like what we saw earlier. A big Roshan fight into... Oh, Monkey. Gotta be careful. Oh, he's
he does a lot of damage. Moon might just end up going down. They managed to find that kill. And he's like, this is my Roche. Get out of here.
Yeah, he has such great webs placed here. It's like so difficult to pick him off here.
Ice Blast. Oh, he manages to get it off. Now Monkey's trying to take down Ritsu as well as Bryo. Solo carry in this game, basically. He's going to throw out another web now, and Mass Command is popped, trying to chase, but they have the shackles now, and that's going to be one too many. That Manta style got brought in just in time. They do have the illusion.
It's not over yet.
Roche fight that's not going to end, and Brood's going to buy back. They want this Roche for themselves.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
At the end of all of that, Roshan is still alive. Oh, Moon is buying. Oh, no one wants to give this up.
I mean, they still have an 8,000 net worth lead after that.
Oh, this is a big kickoff.
Finding one. He's able to jump to the other side, though. That free pathing. They pull back in another. BSJ, he got hexed. He's not able to get that ulti off for the moment. The Ice Blast is going to go in, though, onto Kitrak, and it's finally working out. 2 dead, and now the chase. Can they find any more? Did this go to Roche? Another buyback from the Clockwork. They pull him back in. They got him caught. They're taking him down, dead and gone. And now, a flurry of emotions. They're maybe going to be able to take Roche.
About that. I'm really surprised they just ran in like that because, like, you've been fighting Roshan for such a long period of time, right? If you don't have the gem, you have to assume that there are wards, like, seeing every movement from almost any angle.
Yeah. On another stalemate.
Yeah, the thing is, like, Animal Planet really want to finish off this Roshan, but they don't really have the greatest of Roshan abilities. Like, this Juggernaut just doesn't do enough damage right now to kill it off really quickly, so.
The buybacks, the big one standing out to me was it Monkeys Forever that bought back there? Am I crazy?
Monkeys bought back. Moon bought back, Clockwork bought back.
So there's more heroes on the Dire that actually bought back.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Am I missing anyone? Yeah,
No,
that's it. There's just those three. Yeah. So Dire bought back 2, and Radiant only bought back 1. But I mean, this is a Clockwork, and Clockwork has most of his items. It's got the Spirit Vessel as well as the Solar Crest.
I mean,
pretty fun.
It seems like for VGJ, with this Naga Siren in the position 4 that already has this Radiance.
Oh, bottom lane.
Can they do anything
Coil up
here?
Ryoya. Gonna lasso him as well.
Oh my god. That works. They still have
That's a really good
Omni
pickoff. I mean, that's... I know, yeah, they still have Omni Splash as well. That's a really big pickoff, by the way. Because this, like, Stampede with the Scepter is one of the most important team fight abilities VGJ Storm have right now. So by making that pickoff happen, they might make their way back to Roshan, and then I expect another buyback coming out. That's my guess.
Okay.
And then at the end of the day, no one gets Roshan.
What we've seen time and again. Yeah, well, and the other thing here is Ritsu is going to start to hit it. Fighters are there. They might wait until they actually need the Stampede before they buy back.
I'm telling you, the buyback is coming.
Yeah, they're moving in. They're going to cancel that, and still the Spider's sitting in the Roche pit. They might not have to buy back. Looks like Animal Planet's afraid.
Yeah. I think it's just, like, good play from both sides. Like, this is definitely the right decision on both sides.
Yeah.
Like, VGJ want to threaten them because they can buy back, and Animal Planet fully expect a buyback to occur if they get caught out. So both sides just respecting each other right now.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
The tower, though, goes down in the meantime. So they just lose a tier 3 for that. And Monkeys, all alone here, they find and pull back the Spider.
That happens every now and then.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, BSJ Midas is online. There's no creeps around him, though, which feels pretty bad.
Bottom shrine is under attack. Dire are scanning.
He got it a little while ago, actually. So the catch-up train is going to be there, right? Like, you've got Radiance on Naga Siren with Boots of Travel. He's got Midas. If this game keeps going, conceivably they can come back, right?
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
I guess so. I mean, this Naga is farming up pretty quickly. Has the same net worth as his mid Centaur now. I mean, this is where the Naga just, like, becomes the carry.
Yeah, I guess. Lee can keep these lanes pressured out. Reminiscent of last game, except it's not all in this time on Bryle. You have a Juggernaut now who's getting up there in terms of net worth and building next towards the Scotty after the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, now that it has a Blink, like Blink Battle Fury, you are going to farm even faster. Wouldn't be surprised to see 2 more items.
I was real close. I was 4-hero smoke and no kill found.
Just Puck things.
He's
We've seen
almost
it time and
level
time
25.
again from Pucks.
He's going for the Daedalus Puck build as they pull back and
That would be sick, by the way.
trying to
Just
kill
saying.
off the Centaur. Lots of damage. Flame Break to push him back again. That's going to be the Song of the Siren, though, to try and keep him alive. Maybe a hook shot. They get it! Oh, owie. Threads the needle, and they're going to be able to find that kill, I do believe. Dagon coming from the trees as Ritsu jumps forward as well. He's going to be rooted for the moment, the Manta Style, to break that root. They buy back now on the Centaur. Omni Slash to try and turn it. It's doing a good bit of damage. Another jump comes in from Bryle if they wanted to go, but they lose Ritsu. And now looking for more. Drums pop. Looking for Moon. Yes, Jay. He's chasing there as well. Do they have really anything to catch up with them, though? All these blinks and mobility coming from Animal Planet, they can't catch them.
Well, that's going to be it. I mean, they did pick off the Juggernaut, but Centaur having to buy back, that's got to hurt a bit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It is going to be that 420 additional GPM from the Puck, which means he could start to eventually start building the Moon Shards for his Jug as well.
I was really hoping that he was going to go for the Daedalus, because that would have meant that he was definitely going to get the Rapid Fire.
Oh, yeah.
But not going to be the case here.
Radiant's
Bryle
top shrine is
trying to
under
go for the steal here, but doesn't really have an angle for this.
Oh, Moon, they hook in, they got it! Roshan goes down! Who has the Aegis? Nobody yet. Aoi is able to snatch it away. Now they turn as well. Can they find any more? That's going to be the Jug. He has buyback, but not going to use it. The wards were dropped inside the pit as well. Broodmother trying to get out of there, still taking a lot of damage as well as Aoi is trying to turn this. He's still alive. There's only 3 left from BGJ Storm. Moon Meander trying to jump out of there. Flea is still a monster, and Aoi eventually going to be brought down for the 2nd time. But Bryle, he's not done. He blows up the AA and then jaunts his way out of there. Another net comes onto Batrider.
Oh,
The Centaur, he has 5 stacks. He's dying. He eats the cheese and now runs away.
I don't know if that's worth it. He has so many stacks right now. Oh god, this Firefly's
He's
gonna hurt so
die.
bad.
Oh no! The Centaur. They knew
Oh,
what was gonna happen.
God.
They pull him down as well and flee. The lone survivor. Oh.
Oh man, this is Roshan is just making and breaking teams right now.
Well, it's a problem. You've almost got an Octarine core on Puck.
Yeah, you do. He's doing so much work right now with that Dagon fight, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to how much hero damage Bryle and Moon Meander have right now, because they are carrying their team so hard right now.
And Moon's got an Ags if he wants it. He's just needs another 150 gold, and then he's at the buyback on top of Ags. Top lane, Bryle here again with Moon wanting to blow somebody up. They do see Flea, but they're just going to take down that tower and back out. And there's the Ags on bat.
Shrine has fallen. Radiant's top shrine.
Courier moving over.
Ags bat. Huh? I wonder why.
Oh, Bryle.
I feel like it's not really necessary this game. I feel like he could also go for a bit of magic damage if he wanted to. Maybe even, you know, BKB Ethereal Blade, for example.
Yeah.
Might have been pretty good. You can save people from the Broodmother as well as the CK. But Puck has the Octarine, gonna make the E-Blade next. Gonna be some crazy magic damage coming out.
How are the BKBs coming out for these heroes?
Yeah,
It's like-
CK is almost there. BSJ almost has it.
What's he going for? He's level 17 now. And the net worth graph still heavily into the favor. It ain't gonna be like this for the rest of the game with that GPM talent on Puck.
Yeah, I would say so. Especially since the Juggernaut is just gonna outfarm them as well.
Buyback statuses. You have it on 2 of the Dire. The rest of them can get it if they get the gold up. And Radiant's still waiting for the buyback to be off cooldown for the Centaur. So bottom lane is where the pressure is going to be placed. They drop down wards. And jump forward Omni Slash. They turn it around. They take down one. Can they find any more? Ritsu running away. They're trying to take down one here as well. The Shadow Shaman is going to end up dropping. And now the Flea Naga Siren starting to fall down as well. They can't quite kill him off. Ryle's still looking for that opening, but the song is going to come out.
They killed off the Shay. And Flea has like 20 life.
They got to get out of there. Bry was looking for the snipe. They can't quite get it. And that is the lane of Rax. And maybe more.
I think that's going to be 2. There's no sleep. There's no stampede. They lost the team fight. But what can you really do? So I think this might just be game.
Well,
they don't do that much damage, but...
Well, jump forward. Hoof Stomp only connects onto 1 as... the Centaur Warrunner just keeps on trying to walk away. He has Xeon Distill. The Stampede is back up in 9 seconds.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Second lane of barracks goes down. They lasso 1. It's the Brood Mama, and she's gonna fall. Stampede comes a bit too late. Don't give up is the call, but it might just be about that time. Ice Blast connects as well. This is not terrible. Ritsu is starting to take a bit of damage as Bryle is also underneath the tower though and trying to blow up Flea. Everybody gets out, and it's only 2 lanes. But that's still also 2 lanes.
Oh, Bryle with the mind games. Shoots out the orb and doesn't jaunt to it. The classic.
He's back.
Now he's got enough for the E-Blade.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
Oh my goodness.
I honestly think this is probably just it. There's really no answer for what Animal Planet have now. BSJ is just like way too underfarmed for a CK at this point. Doesn't even have his BKB yet. He's got a 12,000 net worth at 40 minutes. Like, you cannot fight as CK with that little amount of farm.
Yeah.
And same with the Brood. Brood has fallen off completely. It's been like 20 minutes. He probably gained maybe like 4,000 gold.
Refresher Batrider.
Sure,
Blade
why not?
Dagon. Any other 25s to take a look at? I guess Juggernaut picked up his. He takes the Omni Slash strikes. Batrider has the Firefly duration. Nobody on Radiant has yet hit that level 25 yet.
Oh, Ritsu has the Nullifier now.
He's hungry. Wants to go in on it. Nobody's showing up yet. That Invis rune could prove fatal.
Well, they're just playing it patiently. They don't want to make any mistakes like last game.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like you lose a game like that in the last series, and you're going to be careful with how you take this next fight. So, buyback status, nobody has it right now. Roshan possible to respawn in 1 minute and 30 seconds. The wraparound, if you look at it, Animal Planet are a little bit spread out right now around this Roche pit, while everybody from BGJ Storm is kind of grouped up together.
Oh, Ritsu.
Lee walking forward. They spot him out. They jump forward. He jumps away. He's able to get out of there. Now the turnaround. They got him go with the axe. It's BSJ and the Brood. The dynamic duo is going to go down here as they've got them all controlled. The song not nearly enough to save them. And, well, the Centaur is going to try and save a life, but good game, well played, is called. As Animal Planet pull it back in game number 2.
That was quite the reaction from Ritsu. The instant blink when Centaur blinked on him, and I mean that was what you would expect from a 26k lead, I think.
Yeah, really solid showing there, and well,
yeah, look at the hero damage. The carries, Moon and Bryle.
Yeah. They made it happen. I mean, you just had to farm for Ritsu that entire time, and he was able to do that. Man, that last hit average doesn't look great for BSJ. Granted, they wanted to get him involved a lot, I think, in the kills. So maybe it was a team decision that they were trying to like get out there and fight more often, but whatever the case ends up being, a tough spot right now for VGJ Storm. Was this sort of like maybe just getting a little bit too cocky with the Brood? What do you think can be changed going into game number 3 here?
I don't think it was cocky. It was just like a little too ambitious with the AACK. Like they were just probably feeling themselves a little too much and thought they could do whatever they wanted. And then like BSJ was just led around the map for a solid like 4 minutes or something. And as a result of that, he's level 6, and both of the supports that he killed like 4 times caught up and passed him up in terms of levels as well.
I mean, you take a look at the net worth and experience graph, and it never really went that heavily into VGJ Storm's favor. They were getting all these kills, but as far as like the farming and everything else was going, it wasn't really happening as much as it might have looked like. All right, well, we'll see what happens in game number 3. Again, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. At Lyrical Dota and at Aos and Dota if you want to follow us on Twitter. At SL, or rather, yeah, no, wait. At Dota SLTV for Star Ladder, and then at Beyond the Summit as well. Anything else before we go to a break? Are we going to a break?
We are going to a break.
All right, you guys, see you for game number 3 right around the corner. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again for our final game of the night. It's going to be game number 3 of VCJ Storm facing off against Animal Planet. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by the wonderful Eos and Dota, a paragon of Dota 2 in the North American region. And we're going to be watching some other guys that are pretty freaking good at it. It's going to be VCJ Storm and Animal Planet. Like I said, how you feeling? What do you think about this game number 3? Different picks again. Hello? Steven? Steven? Oh god.
Oh, no, we're good.
All right, you're better.
I was muted on multiple levels and I forgot to unmute myself. You know, that happens. But yeah, I mean, different picks, always a good sign. Never want to see the same stuff over and over again, but I mean, you say different. There's still an AA and a Shadow Shaman, so
yeah,
not that different.
That's a good point. Yeah, the Earth Spirit's a little bit of a change up, but those other 2 supports are still the same. I don't think there was an AA in game number 1 though.
No, there wasn't. No. How can you forget the Stand King Shadow Shaman?
That is a good point. He was making things happen, doing work. Animal Planet are gonna take the brew again. That was super solid from Moon in that game number 1, but it didn't end up giving them the W in the end. But it was one of the sort of stronger parts about it. Thinking about like the way that this changes things, it feels like both teams have pretty team fight oriented lineups.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, so far, I mean, that's kind of like how they like to open their draft with the ability to fight early on. But both games, like honestly, it turned into a complete farm fest. Like both of these teams are pretty aggressive early on, and then afterwards they just fall back into this farming game. Especially VCJ, by both times they picked the Naga, and
10 seconds
both times
remaining.
a support Naga had to pick up a Radiance to buy time.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, going into this, are you kind of feeling like VCJ are? I mean, I guess this is what I'll say about it: is it felt like game number 1 was in the hands of Animal Planet to take it. Game number 2, they actually did take it. Are you worried at all right now going into this as VCJ Storm?
Yeah, definitely. Like, the way I see it, honestly, is that VCJ actually outdrafted Animal Planet both games. But they basically got outplayed both games.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how it felt to me, so I'm really worried for VCJ right now because they, despite outdrafting, they still lost the game. They have to, like, really, really outdraft them and then play well enough to beat them right now, because
10 seconds
right now it's like the Bryle show. Like Bryle and Moon carried hard last game, and Bryle almost carried first game. So I think VGJ should definitely like shift their focus onto shutting down Bryle right now instead of trying to pressure Ritsu instead.
So you think send several heroes mid? I swear I speak English.
I mean, you don't even need several. You just need a pressure. Pressure Bryle and make sure the matchup is decent for 747.
Yeah.
It's not often you see a Centaur in the mid lane, right? And Centaur versus Puck, it's not like the worst thing ever, but you can't really do anything to the Puck, so Puck is just going to free farm, and he also has that potential to kill you as well, and there's no one on the team that can actually help you deal with a Puck. So, but Earth Spirit, a very good start. Great for messing up the mid laner. Gonna have to wait and see how Flea plays it.
Remaining.
Just gonna drink a little bit of water here. It's
5 seconds.
been a lot of talk in the past couple days, but we've got the Beastmaster taken out now with the Medusa ban. Animal Planet obviously wanting to take the CK out of the pool. Also going to remove the Sven. I mean, I kind of am wondering if maybe there's also some scrim stuff going on. If Animal Planet's a newly formed team, it seems unlikely that they would have been scrimming VGJ, but they've at least played against each other a lot. Maybe just realizing that there's certain heroes to be afraid of.
5 seconds.
They probably did a bit of research. I think like BSJ plays Sven, and there's also that potential that they might want to go for a Phantom Lancer, for example. So it's kind of like a protecting their own potential pick, and also just banning out heroes that they expect BSJ to play.
No, DK is going to be taken for VGJ Storm, a strong, stable hero. And
5 seconds.
I think it's one of 747's better heroes.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, though.
I mean, it's great if you combo it together with Earth Spirit. I don't know if there's like a ton of kill potential there. I guess it depends on who else it is that Animal Planet send mid.
I mean, if AA is there with Chilling Touch and Dragon Knight takes an early Dragon Tail, that's a very easy kill because all the damage is going to come from the Chilling Touch.
Yeah, it's very difficult to deal with. And then not to mention the other problem of having an Earth Spirit rolling in. But Razor's going to get taken. Whenever I see this, I kind of think of it as a bit of a counter to the DK lane.
It's pretty good against the DK. Another thing about it is like if you decide to safe lane it, Razor usually does very well on his own. Doesn't really need
5 seconds remaining.
Help, or much help at least, because of how strong Static Link is.
Yeah, and then you can have more mobile supports around there. Or if you wanted to, stick the Shaman down there with the Razor and just like dumpster the off lane over and over and over again. So the 4th pick now for VGJ Storm. If you're thinking about this one, are you trying to like ensure that you get a BSJ hero that he's really comfortable on? I don't know. What are you thinking that they need right now?
They definitely need a comfort pick for him. And since the Sven is banned out, maybe you can go back to the PL. I don't think it's a bad pick here. Puck is going to be picked up. I think there's going to be the Monkeys hero. So still a lot of options for BSJ. Got to wait it out and see what else Animal Planet are going to pick up first.
When we were watching the South American qualifiers, we saw a heck of a lot of safe lane Dragon Knight.
10 seconds.
Please, no more.
It was so bad.
I still do not believe in the safe lane
5
DK.
seconds remaining.
Those games were really rough to watch sometimes. But yeah, like you said, probably a Monkeys hero this time around, which means that it's... I mean, how does he fare against the Shadow Shaman?
The Puck? It's not that bad, I think. Like, Puck actually does a good amount of damage, and he outranges the Shadow Shaman as well. But the thing is, like, you can always just put the Razor there, and then if the Razor's with the Shadow Shaman, Puck doesn't really have the easiest time to get up close to CS.
Yeah.
But yeah, for all we know, it could be a safe lane DK and a mid Puck. Just wait and see.
Yeah. 4th hero for Animal Planet.
Radiant team
They are
back.
going to take the Juggernaut again for Ritsu. Even when he was getting aggro laned, it still was able to get a good amount of CS.
I don't know if I agree with this pick. Feels like it doesn't really it's not like a really necessary pick because
10
Juggernaut doesn't
seconds
exactly do
remaining.
that well against a DK, and you can't exactly
5
catch a
seconds
puck out
remaining.
either. So this Juggernaut is just kind of like gonna be assigned to killing off supports for the most part. And there's also like a lot of potential for him to get picked off as well, because there is an Earth Spirit on the other side as well as a puck.
We also see all the cores now from Animal Planet.
Dire team back.
BGJ, Storm. Oh, they ban out the Underlord?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to have AUI play a Brewmaster.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Just run up and... that's actually the most frustrating thing in the world. Just over
10
and over again.
seconds remaining.
Drunken Haze.
Well, last ban.
5 seconds
Ban
remaining.
another BSJ
Dire
hero.
team pick.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of that PL. What is his last pick going to be?
I wonder, are they going to go for a Slark? I know it's a hero that he likes to play for
I-
BGJ Storm.
I don't think you want to go for a Slark here.
10 seconds
I feel like they should just have this as a support brew and then just pick another core here.
Yeah.
Because right now they're really lacking in
Radiant
team fight. Like
team.
it's just the Brewmaster.
They're going to do
There
it.
you go.
Aosin on the ball. Knows what's up.
Keep in mind, I still don't really like their draft.
I guess that's fair.
but this, in my opinion, kind of
10
salvages it.
seconds
So
remaining.
All right.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, definitely.
5 seconds remaining.
Last pick.
Heroes that...
You know, with the bat showing up, maybe Slark is the way. I'm trying to think of what else would be good here.
Or promo code's gonna
Maybe
be out.
Luna? I think Luna actually might not be a bad idea. I think Luna is actually okay.
Okay. A second. It's going to be...
Faceless Void.
Okay.
Now select your
That's
hero.
pretty
Alright.
cool.
All right, this is okay. I can dig this.
All right, so what's the thought here behind the Faceless Void?
It's one of the better carries to deal with the Razor, the Brewmaster, as well as the Juggernaut. Like, if you catch them out first, I mean, what can they do, right? And then there's actually follow-up from the Puck, the DK, as well as the Ancient Apparition, because Void AA, one of the older combos that still works. And, I mean, if you can chrono the Brewmaster, for example, and pick him off before he can split, or the Bat Rider, for example, like, it's not a bad way to start off your team fight. They don't exactly have saves for this Chronosphere either.
We are paused, by the way, as Aoi says, sorry, 1 minute. You can tell because the particle effects stop. And that's why Shaman's little balls of light are still sitting over here. I always find that kind of funny. But yeah, I feel like the Void is a really cool pick, but he needs to get like pretty farmed in this game. At least that's my opinion. Like, I feel like if he can Chronosphere like the Jug, and then between him and AA they can find that kill, then they're super solid. But if they can't like pick somebody off in the Chronosphere, I might be a little bit worried. What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Disagree?
No, I definitely agree with that.
Okay.
Void needs a lot of items to actually like carry in the mid game. So most of the time he's just like farming in the early game, but he does have to set. He can set up for his team to get the pickoffs if they go for it. But I mean, at the same time, it's not an easy Void game either. Like, you're against a Brew and a Bat Rider, so if you don't catch the Brew, then you could get, you know, Static Link from the outside, or Shadow Shaman can hex you from the outside, Bat Rider can Flame Break you from the outside, you know, something. And then if you don't catch the Bat Rider, then, or sorry, if you don't catch the Brewmaster, then he'll split, and then he'll Cyclone you from outside of the Void Chronosphere. So, like, it's a pretty difficult Void game, in my opinion.
Can I just implore anybody out there in the world who's a professional player, please pause once you're in the game, so that way you can at least look at cosmetics. Makes me sad. But yeah, it's looking like an interesting one. I was also sort of thinking about it, and all of these heroes from Animal Planet, at least 3 of them, I feel like are probably going to get Blink Daggers this game. possibly 4, right? Like, getting a Chronosphere off is not going to be super easy. Do you think he has to go like a Shadow Blade or something like that?
Probably. It's not a bad item to pick up on the Faceless Void, because if you go for the Shadow Blade, eventually you can pick up the items you need to solo pick off someone, if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, just focus on farming. You know, really, really work towards becoming that true end game carry Void, and get to the level where you can get a further time walk and then initiate that way.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if that's what they're going to be doing. What the lane setup is going to be also. I think both games we've had aggro lanes, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that.
I don't think you want to aggro with the Void. It's not that great.
Well, I mean, do you think that they might aggro into the Void to try and mess with him?
Not really.
No.
Like, the Void tri lane isn't that great, but it's not that weak either. And
Prepare for battle.
if you kind of like mess up this off lane, it's pretty bad for you. You don't want to do this to Ritsu a third time.
Yeah. Okay. So Monkeys Forever going to actually be playing the Dragon Knight, and it's going to be a Puck mid lane with BSJ in the safe. So this is kind of the interesting way. I've seen it sometimes where they like get a lot of points in Dragon Blood early and just sort of run around all over the place. Kind of cool.
Yeah, it can work. You don't really need any items, right? You just buy boots and you're pretty tanky just because you're most likely going to take Dragon Blood at level 1, and that's a free 4 health regen. It's like almost having a ring of health at level 1.
30 seconds to battle.
Did he cancel his attack there? What the heck happened?
Looks like you're right, by the way. They are gonna spam Drunken Haze on BSJ. That is the play here.
Owie just dropped his ward into the Batrider's back or inventory. I wonder if they're trying to bait him out into thinking that there's a ward placed here.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I guess
battle
it's
No one
begins.
goes for these cheap tricks.
Bounty.
Yeah, Moon still had it on him, and so already Owie is gonna come up and give him the old heave ho. Monkeys Forever pulls this creep wave over. Ryo going to steal a lot of this damage, but a little bit of a more movement speed into the favor of the DK, and he walks it off.
So they're gonna dual lane mid with Ritsu, and then safe lane Bryle against the DK. I actually really like this. This is actually really smart, because Razor is gonna annihilate the DK. Like, DK actually can't do anything against this.
Maybe next time.
And Bryle pinged the range creep to turn around to him, and successfully does so.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
That was very odd. Roll in by Flea, a little bit off the mark there. They took Ether Shock, though, so they're not going to be able to get any type of Shackles play. Level 2 feels like it could be maybe a bit dangerous, though, for BTJ Storm.
Yep. Shadow Shaman and Jug. Very strong combo. It's the oldest combo in the book.
In the meantime, down here bottom, Void up against the Batrider and Brewmaster with an Ancient Apparition, the only help that he's got. Could be a little bit tough for him.
Yeah, this is actually really rough for him. Because Brewmaster is actually really strong in terms of like just zoning people out as a support. Like, look how much damage he does.
Yeah.
Just does so much damage. He has 2 armor, but he's very durable, and because he has evasion, and he trades very well because of the crit. So.
Looking for, he doesn't have a bash. He actually took Time Dilation. Kind of a cool play with the sticking Napalm being there for Moon. Looks like Flea is going to head over, pick up a bounty rune for himself, and then maybe come back mid afterwards. Get track out of mana.
Illusion.
Needs to be a little bit careful there. Illusion rune for Owie. He's going to head back bottom. So as Moon Meander might actually go down. They're not going to be able to get him. where's the kill potential that I need to be watching out for? Who do you think is going to be coming up with first blood?
I think the bottom lane is probably going to be where first blood is. I think at some point Stan is probably going to get caught out and die to the Bat Rider. It's like really difficult to survive in this lane against the blue Bat Rider. If you get caught at all, it's just like game over for you. And he has no TP in his inventory, so he can't TP out.
Yeah, he has nothing in his inventory. Thinking not loving that one for sure. We did have like not quite a stack there on the Ancients, but they are trying to get it built up a little bit. Do you think we're going to see Battle Fury Jug again out of Ritsu?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the
Yellow
case.
claims that once we made history.
Like, he doesn't need to buy the items to fight early. Ryle can do that, so he should just focus on farming and carrying in the late game.
Owie, it's gone on a little bit, but they're able to stop the pressure with Moon Meander coming in. And a good bit of damage here as well with the Firefly, but now it's worn off, doesn't have to worry too much, and it looks like Flea is going to try and pull the creep wave again, as Monkeys Forever is being zoned out of the lane, basically, but spin onto the puck in the mid, he's going to try and go for the kill, takes down Kittrack, is able to jaunt away, he's going to just TP back home. Blood by the puck.
That is definitely not where I expected first blood to happen, but it did anyways. This mid lane not going so well for Animal opponent.
Yeah, I mean, Jug's still getting great CS, but I hate to have to lose a hero like that.
Top lane, Bryle gonna zap that damage.
King takes a couple more hits. They're not going to be able to get that kill, though, and they do bring in Kittrack. There's a chance that something could happen here, possibly, as the courier walks by. That ward just outside of sentry range, and Owie's going to fully commit to that one. They managed to find the kill, and he is going to get caught here for a moment by BSJ. Still no points in Bash, though, so there isn't a chance for a kill.
Yeah, this is definitely the right build, though. If you're up against the Bat Rider, this is basically how you stay alive. If for some reason he still catches up to you after you time walk, you just time dilation and you can make it out.
Uh-oh, Puck does not have any more points right now, or rather, he doesn't have a orb. The chase is going on, but they're not going to be able to fully commit for it.
So despite what I said about that DK Razor matchup, Monkeys is on par with his Razor. I guess getting your damage zap doesn't really matter when you have so much regen and armor, and he's just farming with the Breathe Fire. Really well done by Monkeys.
Meanwhile, down here in the bottom lane, I mean, it just feels like pretty much everybody is farming really well this game. Haven't been that many kills, haven't been that many rotations. There is a Shackles now onto this DK, and with the damage stolen, I don't know if they're going to be able to get him.
There's just not enough. Yeah, Ritsu doesn't have boots, so you can't exactly go for the spin. He's just going to walk out of range. Monkey's being very annoying, removes Kittrack's clarity.
Kick away there by Flea, and now the chance for a kill onto Moon as he is going to be ran down, and maybe going to be able to find Owie as well. Walking over here. Doesn't look like it. Roll? Maybe?
Oh, regen on Stan.
Okay, this could maybe work. They're slowing him down, and ESJ coming in. Has already used time dilation, though, looking for a bash. Finds it there, and a double kill for BSJ.
Your page in history.
Level 1 bash. That's very, very lucky or unfortunate, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah. Well, Moon now gonna force out a cold feet from that ancient apparition and just farm up a little bit of the jungle here. Monkeys is gonna be able to walk away in the top lane. There's no chance for a kill there. Unless Kittrack can get really lucky with the Shackles, and they're going to start to go for the spin, trying to bring him down. All right. Spoke too soon. They get the kill.
Yeah, that was a TP from Relia as well. And they did the TP, so this puck can't actually help any other lane if things go south.
He's used an orb. No level 6 yet on Moon, though. The rotation's coming. Ritsu has Omni. He's going for this. The silence is there. It's not quite in time, though. And Lee in trouble, trying to roll, does manage to get out of there for the moment. Owie's still chasing. Finds him in the trees. Oh, God, it's all going down. DJ Storm, they pull in. Okay, maybe a chance. Oh, the shackles, though, inside of it. They break it, though, trying to take him down. He's still got the healing ward working. The turnaround with the Omni Slash, almost killing him, and they do get that kill. Chrono down. Oh, that's not what you wanted. It is 5 heroes here for the Radiant team, but well worth it getting that kill.
Yeah, this is definitely worth it. They have a lot of heroes up here, but so do the Radiant, and they're going to get a tier 1 out of this. So a great trade for Animal Planet here. That was really unfortunate, but so close at the same time.
A really good play by Kitrak as well. Not getting caught in the chrono, and then afterwards able to get the shackles onto the void.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, Stan just really needs to focus on getting his 6. Like, you drafted the void for this purpose. Make sure you get your 6 as early as possible so that you can start comboing up with the Chronosphere.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, that's how you propel your void forward, because he's gonna be going for like not a very like farm oriented build. He's gonna go for the Lincoln, so you definitely have to find him kills, otherwise BSJ is not gonna have the farm he needs to carry late game, especially with like how much they put into this void.
Well, battling it out right now with Ritsu to see who backs off first. Another jump forward. Ritsu's still going to stand. He spins. Oh.
Why did he jump forward?
Oh no. Oh no.
That was way too cocky. There's no reason he needed to jump forward, because you're not going to accomplish anything by jumping forward. Like, you're not going to kill him. He's still at 400 health. You're not going to bash him like 5 times in a row, right?
All right. I don't know what to say after that. I don't know.
Don't try that at home.
Don't try that at home.
Yeah, I mean, like, they drafted a void, right? This void is their hard carry. You should not be making aggressive plays like that, especially when there's like nothing to gain from it.
Yeah.
Just focus on farming.
Bottom lane. Gank is coming for Monkeys Forever. Ritsu is there. He's got Omni Slash. If they want to use it, they don't even need to. They can just go for the straight up spin. And that should be enough to kill off the Dragon Knight, as too far out away from his tower, and 4 heroes rotate, get the kill.
This is a really good rotation, because like, even though there's 4 heroes here, it's the same as top lane. They're going to start pressuring this bottom tier 1, and since they're all gathered here, it's really difficult for VGJ to reinforce this tower.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Well, you said that they needed the 6 on the Ancient Apparition. They have it now. They also have the Earth Spirit with BSJ, so they're going to walk forward, looking for the Ice Blast, jump forward, Chrono, connects onto 2.
Chrono.
This is pretty good if they can combo it together perfectly. The stun to follow is beautiful. They make it work. Double kill for the puck.
That was a perfect combo from VGJ. That's exactly what they need. This is what the draft is meant to do, and they're getting it started.
Definitely. And they take the tower to boot. Mid lane, bottom lane, they're thinking about going here on the Monkeys Forever. Have vision, and actually, no, they don't have vision. Ritsu is looking off the other direction. Silence now onto Brew. And turn this back around. Ice Blast gonna follow yet again. He pops his ultimate, doesn't go down. Just barely making it work, and now they got him caught behind enemy lines. Ritsu looking for that Omni Slash. He can't get in range, though, because of the pathing and the trees that are in the area. Monkeys Forever going to fall nonetheless. And now they also catch onto the puck. Omni Slash is there onto 2 of them. They take them both down, but still a lot of damage out there. BSJ trying to clean up onto Moon Meander. Is going to have to jump away after the fact, and now they've got the Shackles as well, looking for a bash to break that Shackles. They get a kill nonetheless, and it's going to be a jaunt away yet again.
Oh, BSJ, he's out of mana.
Jumps one more time, still trying to run. He doesn't have anywhere left to go. This guy is dead, and another kill going their direction for Animal Planet.
The game is pretty much dead even still. You know, despite the last few fights going pretty well for Animal Planet, VGJ keeping it relatively close. It's just like a 600 gold lead.
It feels like Stan King definitely needs to keep making this stuff happen with his team. Get those ulti outs at the right time and find kills with it. Because otherwise, their damage is still kind of lacking. Earth Spirit still doesn't have 6 either.
Yeah, the damage is pretty much going to come out of the Ancient Apparition Blast as well as the Puck Burst. That's pretty much the extent of their damage. Maybe a Breathe Fire, but that's quite a lot to commit. That means like all the heroes have to be here. Ryle is going to be going for a Hooded Defiance first. I actually really like this. Majority of the damage is magic damage right now, so Chronosphere is ready. See if they're able to set this up again. SJ in position.
Chrono
goes
onto
for
2.
it.
Ice Blast is going to connect onto both of them as well. They have the follow-up stun. Monkeys Forever is going to be able to catch him. So that's another 2 heroes brought down low. And in the meantime, they do end up losing that Puck. Magnetized. He got level 6 off finding those kills. Reapplies it there. With another stone. Should be able to get another round of it. And has this kick to follow. Not quite there. Looking for the next catch. But Moon is going to be able to escape. So 2-for-1 exchange. Maybe he doesn't escape, actually.
Yeah,
Flame break. Pushing him back.
Oh, he has 1.
The negative earn. What was that kick? Where did that kick go? Ritsu
Not
found
sure,
a
but I think he
kill.
got him anyways. He's gonna die.
Yeah.
All right, Stan went down, but you know whatever. I was watching the more entertaining chase. Oh, Kitrak gonna get picked off here.
Void gets that kill.
We all owe a life.
All right.
I take yours.
14 minutes in, 11-10. A lot of action in this one so far. It's gone back and forth. Do you feel like this pace, even placement across the 2 teams, is favoring one side over the other? Like, is there a lineup that is kind of more comfortable right now?
No, I think it's pretty even. I think they're both, like as long as the net worth is even, like both sides are. It really comes down to the initiation. So I don't think anyone's like really excited about their position they're in right now. Both sides are going to be really cautious with how they move forward.
Yeah.
Blink Dagger on Puck now, though. I think he's actually had it for a while, actually. Oh, BSJ. He changed up his build. This is definitely the right move, in my opinion. Go for the Battle Fury. Yeah, don't go for the Lincolns. Go for Battle Fury.
And then he can actually really start to keep up and farm, because you know that... Actually,
Radiant's
Juggernaut
bottom
didn't go for the
tower
Battle
is
Fury.
under
He's going Manta instead.
I guess the reason why he's going for Manta is because you really have to respect the Earth Spirit silence. Like if he gets initiated on, but with the silence, chances are he's gonna get caught out by, you know, another silence from Puck, and then he's just gonna die. So.
They see this Puck moving in. This might be an opportunity to catch him out, and now gonna go back. They know where he's gonna go to. Flea is there though. Oh wait, jumps back the other direction. Dream Coil now there onto 2. They're all gonna get caught. Is they gonna be able to come out? They don't have any follow-up though. They had TP'd everybody else to the top lane. God, can you imagine a Chronosphere right there on top of those 4? Would have been glorious.
Yeah. If that was the case, everyone probably would have died because Flea is in the area.
Yeah.
I really like this itemization from Animal Planet, though. They don't really feel the need to buy damage items on Razor. I think go straight for the pipe, and this is going to help his team out so much in these engagements because all the damage is magic.
The 2. They get that stun. They get the time dilation. Omni Slash is there. They're able to turn it off now, and Ice Blast is going to be able to not even hit. The Chronosphere is there on the 2, but do they actually have the damage? They hit on the 4? What? Are you kidding me? I don't know if they have the follow-up, though. At least for 1. Can they find any more, though? Howie to turn it back around, and now they have the split. They've caught out that Earth Spirit. Going to be able to kind of lift up. The SJ trying to run away as 2 heroes are on him. They're going to have the shackles, keeping him in place with the last ounce of mana as Flea is going to drop. Monkeys Forever also getting ran down here. He's going to get lifted in the air. And with 3 other heroes already dead, it was not meant to be. Monkeys Forever also going to drop. Flame Break misses. That'll happen.
Such a slow lob, and just man, that was like such a good chrono, but no one was ready for it. There's just no follow-up, and the AA ulti was still on cooldown, I believe, because he used it earlier. So
he had just used it, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he just used it on the Juggernaut. And the thing is, it didn't even hit the Juggernaut, so the Juggernaut took so long to kill that.
Right.
That's all they got out of the Chronosphere.
Really unfortunate. 12 to 15. A 2,000 gold lead right now for Animal Planet. It doesn't feel insurmountable at all, though. I feel like this game, you are always going to be able to catch back up. Like, Chronosphere into Ice Blast, dead, no matter what, almost.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that.
I guess the pipe makes it a little bit scarier.
The thing is, though, like, while that is the case, it's so reliant on this Chronosphere that when if Animal Planet like gets more mobility items, it's not going to be the same type of game. Like, Kid Track already has his Blink Dagger, Brewmaster has his Blink Dagger, Bad Rider has his Blink Dagger. I don't think you're going to see another 4-man Chrono anytime soon, or if at all. Yeah,
that's the hard part about these heroes. Maybe if you set it up with like a coil first, because that can be like an instant initiation, but yeah, it's nothing's going to come easy. Smoke up with 4. Chronosphere back off cooldown in 5 seconds as the call comes to move into the jungle, and they will find Bryle here. Maybe even Owie if he sticks around for a bit too long. Stinky spots him. There's going to be
I don't think you want to go on
There's
this.
The Chrono. Is that enough? He still has the pipe. He's going to die, but they used a lot. Great silence there. Maybe a turnaround, though. The Zombie Slash pulls him back into the rest of his team, and the chase is going to continue. They have the wards off to the side here if the Buck is able to get out, and now the Shadow Amulet to try and stay alive. They have some damage over time, and they will actually find the kill. But a 1-for-1 exchange isn't great for that Chrono.
I think that's actually like the best they could ask for. Like, honestly, I don't think they should have went for it.
Right.
But considering that they only lost the DK for it, then they should be happy with what they got, because that was like a really, really deep position to be in, and you're jumping a Razor of all people too. So, like, you saw how much they had to commit. They finally get the Razor kill, but that gave Animal Planet so much time to kind of like respond. If it wasn't for Flea's silence there to stop the pandas, to stop the panda clap, like, that was probably going to be at least like 2 or 3 heroes dead instead of just 1.
Right. Oh, and they did see that the puck was there, not able to catch up to him though, and well, now mid. We're 20 minutes into this game, and looking like it's starting to tilt further and further into Animal Planet's favor. I guess that could also change is like in one team fight though. Any thoughts towards Roche for either team?
I mean, Animal Planet probably has the best or the better Roshing lineup, but I don't really see either side going for it anytime soon, unless for some reason Animal Planet just team wipe them and the lanes aren't pushed in. Then we'll probably see a Roshan.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So BSJ is going to go for the Shadow Blade after the Battle Fury. I'm not too sure about this. This feels a little greedy in my opinion. He's going to be very vulnerable if he gets caught out at all.
Puck is going to try and cut creep waves continuously here.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Mid lane, the tower goes down. Bottom lane, the pressure is going to start to mount. They drop wards. There's a jump forward, and they find themselves a Hex on the Monkeys. Not able to find anything from it. BSJ gets caught for a moment with the Shackles, but they take it off and decide to back out. But that tower coming close to dead here with the wards down, and well, they still have that Chronosphere if they want to go for it, but the tier 3 is dead, and now they pull it back in. They're going to try and turn it down. They find that kill. The Basis Boy is dead. He's a buyback. They're all living through this. It looks like they might be able to take down Monkeys forever as well. Do any other of these heroes have buyback? Radiant is dropping. They do end up losing the Razor, but this is the lane of Rax.
Oh man, this is why the Battle Fury.
Oh god, onto 1, finding themselves the second. 4 are dead now in BGJ Storm, just left trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
And yeah, this is why it's like really greedy to go Battle Fury into Shadow Blade. Like, he has no business to be that far up against a Shadow Shaman and a Bad Rider. You cannot be that far up as a Void with no defensive items. And the thing is, there's no defensive supports or cores or anything. Like, there's nothing to save you if you get caught out. And for a draft that's so like built around a
Radiant's bottom
chronosphere.
shrine is under
That's
attack.
a very game-losing position to be in.
Well, it's still not over any stretch of the imagination, but it is feeling rather rough. And I don't know. The other thing is like not building that Battle Fury on Ritsu. They've kind of itemized themselves to try and take advantage of this. It's feeling exactly the same as the other two games. It's Animal Planet putting on the pressure and VGJ Storm just trying to hold off the aggression.
And another very desperate smoke. They definitely know what's going on. I think they smoked underneath the ward as well. So yeah, this is
Dire's middle tower
looking really bad. Do they have a smoke? If they have a smoke here, this might be just it.
Dire are scanning.
Shadowblade Juggernaut, they hit on the scan.
Radiant are
Gonna send out just the one Jug Illusion.
They quickly realize what's happening and they call to back out.
They're still standing here on the high ground. I mean, it's still great AoE that's coming from BGJ Storm. Kit Track's there. And they realize that this is not the way to fight this. Maybe
They still have
thinking
two more
about,
smokes.
Maybe thinking about like a gem or something on BGJ Storm.
I don't know if you're in a position to buy a gem. It's so all in.
Yeah, they're gonna save Omni Slash and just blow him up. Maybe now directly into Roshan. 6,000 net worth lead about to be extended. As wards are dropped for it. Now, do we see VGJ Storm come and contest? They've got to know that this is happening, and they do have buyback right now on the Ancient Apparition.
Yeah, I think they have to. They
Buyback.
probably feel like if they don't, then the game is just over.
Yeah. They're not wrong. There's a Blink Dagger on Flea also. You know, as much as we've talked about the Void, the DK is also... It feels like he hasn't been able to accomplish that much. Like, DK played out of the off lane. What is this guy supposed to be doing?
He's supposed to be acting as like a secondary core. Maybe not like a secondary, but he's like a second carry because the puck isn't going to do so.
Oh, BSJ, he jumps away. They pull him back in, though, and now he doesn't have any way to get out of there. You get a really nice stun out there from Flea. Still hexed and brought down. No defense, no way to get out of there. They slow him down. Monkeys Forever in trouble yet again, as they're going to be able to bring down this DK. Burned to death. Now they've also got eyes onto Flea. They should be able to get the lift up onto him. So if you want to chase this out, there's a chance. They're just going to leave it. Back to
That's
Roshan
gonna be.
again.
They're going to go back to Roshan now.
The puck realizing he needs to try and keep this creep wave from getting towards the mid. You do have Shadow Shaman here. The Blink Dagger might be a bit too hard to find him.
I think you might be right. Maybe they should just buy a gem and try to take a fight where they actually have the vision advantage, because Faceless Void, he has a Shadow Blade, but he can't actually put it to use. He just gets caught out, and we haven't seen a Chronosphere since, what, 20 minutes? Like 6 minutes ago?
Yeah, it's been a while. And that's so integral for their draft. I feel like the other way that you might try and play it is like have Flea
Radiant's
jump
top
in there
shrine is under
and
attack.
try and like, you know, create chaos in the fight. But if he jumps in, he just gets hexed immediately and then blown up. So it almost doesn't even matter.
I don't think you can make a play like that, though.
Top shrine has fallen.
If Flea tries something like that, then
Radiant's top
like
tower
like who's he
is
gonna
under
jump,
attack.
right? If it's a Razor, he's gonna die. If it's the Jug, he's gonna Manta spin, and then they get counter initiated on. So it really just comes down to a good Chronosphere.
Yeah.
It's like an incredibly tall order, but that's what their options are.
Bottom lane's going to be pressured in by these illusions. Meanwhile, the rest of Animal Planet is backing up to make sure that they don't get caught. Looks like we've also got
Hopefully he's gonna get caught out. He's just standing up there.
Yeah, no way to get out of that one.
No buyback. Time to see the pressure on the mid lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Animal
attack.
Planet looking to just try and put the hurt to him, and like there's no threat really of split push at all. Sure, this tower is down to about half HP, but that just means that they know there isn't a chronosphere to watch out for. Like they're perfectly fine with this, and they're going to be able to go in, and if he tries to TP away, they find the Hex, they're going to have the shackles, they jump forward for more. This is a huge problem. This BSJ is going to be out of this fight for the foreseeable future, and he almost just soloed the Faceless Void. Kittrack doing work here.
I mean, his job was done. He's just preventing him from going back, so there's no chronosphere, like you said. That's another melee racks down at no cost.
Wow. Well, Jug has the Diffusal Blade now. Trying to find signs of life at this point. The team
Well,
beat
Animal
Fish.
Planet are just kind of like going all in to end this game. BKB on the Panda, PKP on the Razor. They do not care about magic damage.
They bought a gem.
Magic damage is
also,
all they
Shadow
have.
Shaman, and they've got the they've got it handed over to the Bat Rider now. All right, top lane. The elaborate bait. They're all grouped up here in the woods. They've got a ward down. It is within range of a sentry ward that just now expires, so they aren't going to take it down. They realize that there's a ward there, though. Now pings. They've got to go for something big here. Sending out the Jug Illusion. Oh, God, don't do it. There's no way.
They know. They know.
Instead, it's going to be a wraparound coming from Ritsu, who's invis. He spots everybody. Omni Slash is immediately monkeys forever right off the bat. Now going to spin, daring them to come after him. Another orb going forward. BSJ looking for the opening. He finds the Chrono onto 3. It's pretty freaking good. Can they get the Ice Blast down? He doesn't have mana. They don't have mana for the Ice Blast. What? Oh no, and now they pull back in. That's going to be the Earth Spirit brought down. They take him down.
Are under attack.
Ritsu with the Diffusal Blade reveal. What a freaking player. And now they've got the puck also.
Radiant's
When it
middle
rains, it pours. Said it before, saying it again, and GG is called.
How does that happen?
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire victory.
Ice Blast is just 150 mana.
It's the Diffusal Blade from Jug, right?
Even then, there's no way you should be at that low of mana
Yeah.
that you cannot Ice Blast off of a Chronosphere at the beginning of a fight. It's the beginning of a fight. Oh man, that was
Yeah.
quite the thrashing.
That was a rough
Animal
one.
Planet. I mean, they shook off the first game, like I told you.
It's true. Yeah, they never really lost the faith, and well, after a really exciting game number 1, it looked like 2, not necessarily stomps, but there was parts of that where it felt like VGJ Storm were pulling things together, but in the end, they just didn't have enough. Thoughts on the series? Thoughts on Animal Planet and what we're going to be seeing of them going forward? They're playing against Optic, and I believe that game is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that game's going to be playing tomorrow.
Ooh, that's going to be an interesting one. I think it's kind of hard to say, but right now I feel like Animal Planet's drafting overall just feels to me like their weakest the weakest part of their game. So probably going to have to work on that. I don't know how you practice drafting. Maybe just draft against each other all the time and discuss it. But yeah, I think if they fix that up, there's a lot of talent on the team. They could be the next big thing.
For sure. Also, keep in mind, everybody, that it's going to be after that one, Immortals versus Complexity, which are the other two teams on the other side of the bracket. Another really great matchup. We saw Immortals today with their new player, MSS. He looked pretty freaking solid with them. What'd you think about that? And we didn't get to see Complexity, but we've seen them before at other tournaments.
I think we're going to have to wait and see a little more from them first. But, I mean, I definitely like the pickup. I can understand the pickup, and I really like the team, so I hope it works out for them.
All right, well, tomorrow it's all going down. Owie playing up against PPD, the rematch. It's a grudge match, you could say, as the NA qualifier is getting spicy here on the second day that's soon to happen for the Star Ladder. A ton of other qualifiers all over North American region. Be sure to keep your eyes up for it. It's just the opens that are beginning, I think, for like ESL and PGL and all those other ones. But the real action is going to take place tomorrow. Optic versus Animal Planet. That's going to be at 2 p.m. Pacific time, followed immediately by Immortals versus Complexity. Takes place at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure casting for y'all. If you want, you can give us a follow at Lyrical Dota and at Aosin Dota. We'd really appreciate it. But of course, keep on following Dota Star Ladder or Dota SLTV and at Beyond the Summit also. That's going to do it for us. Hope that you guys had a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Dota 2 action.
intricacies of doors.
I'm glad. I worked hard on that. Everyone must
corrosive haze. Yeah. Well, we'll be able to bring the desk in. Didn't you guys all set VP, didn't you?
We did 4-0 across the panel for VP, but maybe we shouldn't have been surprised. These two rosters, EG and VP, have played each other 6 matches in the last year. EG currently 6-0. Guys, I want to find out really quick from you before we cut back over, because we're going to have
And I know the odds are always stacked against us. Even though we're young.
Your turn to ban.
I am in your debt.
Prepare to battle!
The gods themselves must agree. It's in the bag.
It's in the bag.
"30 seconds to battle!"
Mine by right, as well as by that. Now that would be a tribute. Great honors await in the Nothel realm. Oh no.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. middle tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sorceries avail.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I am in your debt.
A lucky find.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Money changes hands. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
No. Hate to lord it over.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire locked down their structures.
They're holding back, aren't you?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Healing shock.
At least we're not stuck in Corey.
The shot has fallen to the Radiant. top tower is under attack.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I always said things would catch up with me.
You were
God, I hope that was a runt.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's full of stars. 3 dudes? Impossible.
For hostile.
The Dire have reinforced their structures.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks have fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks have fallen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been slain.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's ancient is under attack.
Dire's ancient is under attack.
Omniscience. Time has
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's ancient is under attack.
That's a 2-5. All wands will break.
feast.
I can vouch for that after their loss there, and then having to get on a plane all the way home from Washington, D.C. all the way back to Shanghai. That's a long travel, man. I can't imagine they've been home too long with that said. So I wonder how that may be playing impact in that series as well later on. Anyways, that's the later series, not to get too much into it. What is, Yang is all the way up here on the Death Prophet. Very interesting. Applying some early harassment. Wait a second, what are they doing? Are they going to be doing a 2-1-2? Huh. Yeah, I guess that's the thing I kind of overlooked with the Weaver final pick, was that they already had a Tiny, and so Siler's going to be on the Weaver, as mentioned. We'll see a player-hero combination that we've seen once or twice before. Oh, he does with the bounty ring, by the way. Brewmaster was trying to steal it, not the case. But yeah, VGJ Thunder, they are going to be looking to run a 2-1-2 matchup here. And Death Prophet actually going to end up in the middle lane. And now we have Tiny heading to the top lane, where he will be paired up with the Sand King. So it's going to be an aggressive dual lane into a Medusa Warlock. My guess is, okay, this is interesting. So Eclipse, they saw the Death Prophet there initially, so they sent Razor mid, figuring that it's going to be Tiny, and that would have been a very good matchup for the Razor, of course. But Thunder reacts, they then send Tiny top, and instead they have Yang on the Death Prophet mid, which we talked about that matchup. Sure, if they're just to sit there sucking each other. Haha, I'm 12, by the way. No, but if they're sit there using the link into the Siphon, then Razor definitely could have a good time, but by all means, Yang's not going to just sit there and let him do that either. So, but this does mean Tiny in the aggressive off lane going to be dealing with some Warlock harassment and that Shadow Word coming out. No doubt annoying, and Medusa being range himself, but probably not the most kill potential when it comes to the dual lane up here at the top. So. And that means that, again, the bottom lane, Brewmaster, Treant Protector. We really are seeing some funky stuff, man. I can't say I've been watching a lot of Chinese region matches recently, so. But that's why I like to make sure I do have the Dota buff open to make reference to make sure I'm just not looking dumb, suggesting things like the Warlock pick, and we don't see it ever, but that's the case here. That really is. For this team. Wait, am I looking at this correctly? Holy crap. According to Dota Buff, VGJ Thunder has played 77 matches in the last month? That is insane. What the hell have they been playing? Wow, they've had several days where they've played like 3 matches even. 3-4 matches. No. Okay, now that's a bug. Well, is it? Maybe it's not. God, they have played a lot of matches. Damn. VGJ Thunder. Calm the F down. Wow, they've been playing a lot of Dota, man. Living the life. Living the life. All right, anyways. We're out of the pause again. Hopefully that's our last one. Cross those fingers. So, bottom lane, you see, man, Io's not afraid to use Aether Shock. Very liberal with it. He's already used it twice in the laning phase. Doesn't have any mana regen with him currently. You see some wards, by the way. This ward's placed by the Dire team. Radiant ward here at the bottom rune area. There is a mid ward as well for Death Prophet. See if any ganks are coming in. Yes, it is the Shadow from Wings Gaming. Again, to clarify, former TI winner himself. So, a team that personally I missed. I mean, I watched the TI event, but I never really appreciated because I wasn't really committed into the scene just yet about when they happen to have their run and win TI. So, I am excited though to cast this match for that reason. I don't believe I've casted any Wings players before. as I witnessed their disbandment, unfortunately, and so on. But anyways, Weaver, okay, he's fine. Wow, there's a lot of pressure. Brewmaster Trin, who would have thought? That's a lane that's apparently really annoying to deal with, taking a lot of damage. And again, Trin coming out of the Nature's Guise, find that root. Thunderclap applied from Brewmaster. Also, I'm sure, does he have Drunken Haze? Yeah, he actually went that 1-1-0 build. Doesn't have his Drunken Brawler yet. As you see Razor sapping some damage. Assisting with his last hit there in the middle lane. Sand King has rotated to the bottom, though, so they're leaving Tiny currently at the top lane by himself. They got him some early farm. They get him the boots early on, and Sand King making the point that he has to head to bottom now, so we'll see if Eclipse can maybe take advantage of that. Not really, though. It's a Warlock Medusa, so makes sense why they're making this change as middle lane. Shadow applies the sap, and going to drain some more damage to continue his last hitting there. Sand King rotating to the middle lane, trying to get Razor to maybe overextend a little bit. He does have a defensive ward over here, though. He is going to see Sand King running in. There's the Burrow Strike, and there's the pause. So much for being the last pause. Ka. I'm going to go with that means I am dominating. Let me restart. Probably not. Happy birthday to the person in chat that requested it. What is going on, man? Get your stuff together, Eclipse. They are just DCing, reconnecting, etc. Doing it over and over again. I still can't get over it. Man, has VGJ Thunder really been that busy lately? God, that is, especially over the holidays. Because that includes over, you know, obviously not everywhere maybe as active celebrating things like Christmas and everything, but still, that is so many games that they've played in the last month, man. 77 matches. And that doesn't include, obviously, all the pubbing that I'm sure they do on top of that. Yesterday, we had a couple of first-round results. We had both the LGD teams advancing on to the next round. Specifically, it was LFY over Keen Gaming Luminous in the first-round matchup. And LGD took out Invictus Gaming, 2-0 in their series. So, yeah, both of them happened to be 2-0 series. It was definitely a quicker day yesterday. We'll see if we get the same story here or not. I feel like it could go either way. You know, we do have two teams a team in each matchup where you definitely be the favorite. Again, this one being VGJ Thunder, and the next one, of course, Vici Gaming. But Keen Gaming has shown some strength in the past. Of course, they most notably qualified for the first major of the year. That was the ESL major, and then Eclipse, as we just talked about. They've gone deep in events and have done fairly well, but ultimately keep coming up short as far as qualifying out of a very difficult Chinese region. All these Brewmasters back, so hopefully this is the pause where it's because it's taking a little bit longer. That once they get back, we'll actually be good to go. H-Cups. Apparently there's things called H-Cups that they're really active in. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm looking through. Okay, this is a lot of H-Cup matches. I see what you're saying now. Yeah. That's just so much Dota. And actually, well, okay, speaking of the H-Cup, so 4 teams, you had Thunder, Invictus Gaming, Keen, and both Keen Gaming teams. Apparently that's why they're here in this in this qualifier in the first place. I guess the top 4 teams out of this H Cup event over in China then qualified for this this qualifier here. So a lot of these kind of, multiple levels for these events. All right, I can't say I've ever heard of this H Cup event. I'm looking at it now on Wikipedia. Very interesting here. Might as well look at it while we're waiting. So yeah, according to this, the top 4 teams, well, because yeah, Thunder, Vici. Wait, Vici was an invite team though. Yeah, so because Vici and Newbie were invite teams, you then had both the King Gaming teams. They finished 5th, but they also qualified as a result of that. So okay, that makes sense. Interesting. All right, Shadow's back. This guy sounds like an AC replacement. Never stops, man.
To you, my loyalty.
I love you too. I do my best to imitate other casters. Shadow middle lane. Fade, he's in trouble himself. He goes down first. Shadow survives. He will finally die as the siphon's enough, but man, the fact that he got the kill first and the first blood as a result, pretty good. Pretty good for Eclipse right there. And he's going to be TPing back in a couple of seconds, as Treant will absorb a little bit of farm in the meantime, but it's pretty huge that he was able to get the first blood at least as he was going down. He had Fade committing to that kill.
I'll take your tribute.
This Brewmaster, though, 19-5 right now here at the off lane. 21-5. He is doing so good. 17-2 Weaver. So Weaver's doing all right himself, but and Brewmaster again insisting on passing up the Drunken Brawler on top of that. So no crits happening from him just yet. Oop, Shadow Shaman. Leaf Seed is applied. There's a level 2 Thunderclap. Wow, that is a lot of damage. And that's probably a kill. Treant's going to finish the job with the Haste Rune. Weaver coming over, applies the Swarm. But obviously no stun to take advantage of, and he'll run away. There's a TP coming in from Weaver, actually. Interesting. He's trying to cut him off. Unable to do so, however. And so Sylar wasting a little bit of time trying to pursue for the kill, actually. Top lane, Medusa. Upheaval's helping a little bit. Slowing them down. Another Burrow Strike in 2 more seconds, though. It's only a level 1 Burrow Strike, so not the most damage. Tiny's running with a tree, but Ghosty is way too tanky with that mana shield. Here comes Io, though, locking out with the shackles on Warlock. Couple more tree thwacks, but again, Warlock's going to be fine. And that'll be the end of that. Middle lane, Razor, they're wrapping around. Shadow, it seems like he, oh no, he doesn't see this yet with his vision. He does have Warlock coming in. He went a little bit too far though. Pops the Eye of the Storm, level 6. Siphon on top of that, Shackles. Locking him down with the Leech Seed turn kill onto the Sand King, and now Isle's in trouble as well. And Shadow's gonna run them down with his own link, of course. Rasta falls and Death Prophet, he just had to run away. Did not have Exorcism yet, so unable to hit level 6 before Razor does. Of course, that first blood kill definitely coming into play right there, giving him that level advantage and able to turn it as a result. So we have a 4-1 start now in favor of Eclipse, including Shadow. Off to a great start and well on his way to an early drums. Fantastic tempo item on the hero.
Double damage.
Weaver. Sylar going the no boots build currently. I feel like it's been a little bit since we've seen this. A lot of the Weavers recently have been just going full on power treads, but Sylar currently just with the Ring of Aquila and a Blightstone, full magic wand. 17 charges on that wand. Let's see if he tries to make some kind of bait play. Top lane currently empty for the Dire side, although Shadow's going to change that. He's walking up to the area. He has Warlock back up nearby, only level 3. Having a level 2 Shadow Word.
Radiant's
Death
middle
Prophet,
tower
just
is
going to get
under
some damage
attack.
sapped once again, but he'll walk it off. And so it looks like a full rotation coming out from Eclipse. Medusa going to maybe, well, maybe try, and I don't think he's going to necessarily, okay, just stealing some mana right there. Yeah, heading back to the middle lane. Top lane, there we go, Warlock. He's going to be comboed with the Pearl Strike and the Avalanche. He ain't living through that. Shadow runs with the Eye of the Storm, but realizing maybe it's not the best case. He falls back. Unstable Current proccing once. Yeah, Warlock pretty free kill in that situation with a double stun ready to go. And now Death Prophet seeing Razor top especially, feeling very confident she could just push this middle tower. Pops the Exorcism. Yang's going for it. Medusa is here now. I figure she should be able to hold this. Yeah, throwing out the Mystic Snake and going to do some damage to keep Death Prophet off the tower. And not really the most tower damage with that first Exorcism from the Death Prophet. Running towards a Bounty Rune. Treant Protector, though, going to take both Bounty Runes. Great rune control from Sep. Manages to snatch both. So that bottle of Death Prophet. Okay, she did have an Arcane Rune, though. Just going to pop the Shrine at least. There's the drums finish. On to the Rasta. Not to the Rasta, the Razor, excuse me. Drums on Rasta already, that'd be pretty intense. Treant Protector just soaking up some experience. Does not have living armor yet. Very interesting, actually. No living armor, not even the 1-point value. Instead, he's insisting on the level 3 Nature's Guys, level 2 Leech Seed. I assume he's going to get Overgrowth at level 6. Weaver does have Time Lapse. Yeah, did pick it up. Does not know Treant Protector is here necessarily, but without the ultimate, I don't think they're getting a kill. There's the root, there's Thunderclap, but no, Siler's fine. And there's the Time Lapse, actually. Okay, Siler just wanted to heal back up. Realize he's not in the most danger. Trying to make a play on a Treant, but Treant's so freaking fast. We do not get to see this hero too often right now in the meta, and being reminded how fast he can be when he's in those trees invis and has the Tranquil boots, of course. And now he's going to the top lane, trying to get that level 6 mark. Death Prophet making a move to the top. Just about has his Exorcism back up, about 5 more seconds. Your link up, okay. Kama, he's in trouble. Upheaval, that'll keep him slowed down just enough in the easy kill, but at what cost for Warlock? He gets cut off by a Sand King. Death Prophet pops the Exorcism, also had the Arcane Rune active. So very good efficiency here coming out from Yang, and you might want to dive this. I don't think they know Treant's here. Overgrowth, again, is online now. Oh, he's going to be using it. Oh, gets the Overgrowth off, did not catch Death Prophet, did catch Sand King. So they will get the 1 kill at least. As Mini on Brewmaster will finish the job, but Yang makes his way out of there. So not the most tower damage, and oh boy. Oh boy. Shadow and Mini specifically. Apparently Treant Protector joining the crew. Again, guys, this is VGJ Thunder, not VGJ Storm. So BSJ fanboys, sorry guys. This is the wrong team. So Weaver, okay, he does have the full power treads now. And going to be building into that Diffusal Blade. We talked about that, especially with the synergy of the level 10 talent. With the 20 mana break. We got the synergy of the Gemini attack. So very good against Medusa, who is not necessarily... he is having a pretty good start, isn't he? No, he's up there. He's up there. He's 5th though right now, but he's somewhat close. Razor's actually on top of the charts currently, and I'm guessing a Hood of Defiance finished on him. Quarterstaff's going to be delivered to Medusa. Or he's going to be going Hood of Defiance. Okay, so yeah, he went the drums first. Going to be building into the Hood. Then eventually the bots now is what he has clicked up. With that courier. Running into the ghosts of Death Prophet. Alright, so Tiny, he's now at the bottom lane. Trying to make up some farm himself. Not the greatest start. Essentially playing more of an offlane Tiny. With how it was set up here, so not too surprising. Avalanche, wow, he's angry, man. Freaking Hulk over here. Rasta drops towards middle lane, doing some damage to the tower. Dream Protector, he's fine. Yang's going to throw out the Siphon, but Trian just kind of walks away. Upheaval, that's that soul I'm talking about, baby. Yang's in trouble. He is dead. See, that's what I mentioned with the Warlock pick. Upheaval's such an underrated ability. The soul is so freaking massive if you're able to channel it, especially for that long. It's level 3 now. He's actually making priority on it. And it sets up that easy kill, essentially, on a Death Prophet. Bottom lane, Shadow, he's linking up the Weaver and going to sap way too much damage for Weaver to commit to anything else. But yeah, he's passing up Fatal Bonds for this, which you'd figure is, you know, more damage, etc. But again, with the Upheaval, able to set up for some kills on a hero like Death Prophet. Very susceptible to getting ganked.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Denying the middle tower from Treant Protector. He does have that 1 point in living armor now. So able to throw that around to towers as well as...
Invisibility.
Actually, with that, so kind of curious the denying the middle tower like that, but... I guess Death Prophet might have been nearby. Figures it's better to deny it than try to regen it up at that point. Sand King still a little bit off, getting a Blink Dagger here. Does have the Tranquil Boots with the Magic Stick. What about Brewmaster? Okay, he has his Blink, and all right, he has an Aeon Disc queued up. That is not an item we get to see often either. Aeon Disc Brewmaster kind of guarantees that he can at least get off the Primal Split. I like it. Was that me? Oh, my stream looks fine. Uh-oh. That's interesting. Was that the... I think that was the server. So maybe they were having some server issues. Or maybe that was just me. Okay, well, that's interesting. My stream looks like it's fine. I'm not dropping any frames, huh? Oh boy, now we have the lag coming back. Great. Good old shiny server lag. Anyways, see Yang kind of diving the top lane, but with Razor porting in, not going to commit much further. We'll just fall back from there. Sand King leading the way. He's got that Burrow Strike level 4 ready to go. Going to be going to the Shadow, looks like. There's the Burrow Strike. Overgrowth in response with the Chaotic Offering and a good old pause. As they're initiating. Oh no, what is happening, man? Even I'm DCing now. Rasta wards are dropped, so this Chaotic Offering, oh god, they're pissed off. There's the all caps. Warlock has an Upheaval, but Weaver's probably going to drop the Warlock here initially. He's going to focus him most likely, just to make sure he can't channel a full Upheaval. Razor, he's already popped the drums, doesn't really have many wand charges to work with. Treant Protector. Razor does have the barrier up from the Hood of Defiance, though. This is an interesting dive, and I'm guessing somebody's going to TP in. Medusa does have a TP. Does not have Stone Gaze, though, despite being level 12. And you have Brewmaster, who does not have a TP. It's on cooldown for 17 more seconds, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, she's not holding a point or anything either. She has the 1 talent and then 4-4-3. Could still see Medusa porting into this, though. We'll see if she does. Yep, Medusa's going to port. They're locking out Razor. Meanwhile, Weaver trying to beat down the Warlock, so down goes Razor. Medusa going to commit to it, though. They sell the Chaotic Offering, no, it eventually gets killed off, but now Death Prophet dropping the Exorcism, wearing off, he goes down, not enough for the heal though, but in comes Tiny with the Avalanche to take out Medusa, and still working out pretty well for BJJ Thunder. Can they catch Treant? No, he ports out at least in time. Look at both Rasta and Sand King. Barely any life to work with, but they somehow get out of there alive. A 3-for-1 exchange. So the Medusa TP, he had the same idea I had, but proved to be the wrong idea. Ends up going down. Again, not having Stone Gate. If he has Stone Gate, it's a different story. You see he gets it as he dies, though, unfortunately. At least he has the Mask of Madness now, working on a Dragonlance. But nice fight taken by VGJ Thunder right there. Yeah, so let's switch over to the net worth. Apologies. Weaver on top of the charts now. Diffusal's finished. And does have that 20 mana break talent. So, yeah, he's going to be hitting extra hard here. The casual Soul Ring on Rasta. That with the Tranquil Boots. Very interesting. I like it, though. Soul Ring's just such a good item right now. Brewmaster, but yeah, so going back to this, he's committed to the Aeon Disc. And on a hero like Aeon Disc, the theory crafting of Aeon Disc has been really interesting. I mean, ultimately, I think people just agree. There's two problems with the item. Initially, especially, it was way too expensive for the pattern cost, which they did tone down a little bit by, I believe, at least 200 gold or so. But then two is the cooldown. And also the 80% it procs at. Like the idea, like some people would argue, it'd be so much better for procs, like at 30% or, you know, a little bit lower. Be more of a saving case rather than just procking early and be like, oh, well, now I have to fall back. But anyways, point is we really never see the side in, but I can understand it on a Brewmaster. You really just want to make sure to get off that Primal Split. Top lane, by the way. Kama, he's in trouble. Speaking of Brewmaster coming in, will we see that Primal Split? There's the sap up from Shadow. He's going to take the Avalanche. Losing so much damage, though. Giving it to Razor, and that's an easy kill. No Primal Split necessary there. Treant Protector, enough crowd control. Keep him nearby. Speaking of Brew. Oh, Eels. That was a mistake. Team's not talking right there. Sand King goes to stun, and Death Prophet throws the Eels up. Whoops. And Brewmaster, he's getting close to that Aeon Disc now. I don't know if we've seen him use the Primal Split yet, which is pretty crazy. I mean, he's level 12. He already has level 2 Primal Split. Unless I'm missing the... Maybe he did in there in an earlier fight, but we might use it right here. Finds Death Prophet, cuts him off, throws him in the... Oh, that's not the Yules? That's a Yules. He could throw him in the air if he needs to, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Or maybe it will. The Siphon keeping him alive. Pops the Fountain. Does Kama right here. There's a lift for the Purge down, and it's going to be enough burst following it up. Out comes the Chaotic Offering as well. Io being slowed down by the Upheaval. There's the Medusa. Stone Gaze on top of that. Roster going to be killed off. Fade hiding in the Sandstorm. Listening to Darude in the meantime. But the Chaotic Offering going to start beating him down. They get the Vision with the Sentry Ward, and down goes Sand King. A 3-for-0. Looking good for Eclipse right there in that fight. Gotta tell you, this Warlock presence definitely being felt. Chaotic Offering, again, a very strong ability, and the Upheaval slow has also been annoying. They did not have Weaver there, their most farmed core, of course, and that's a factor, and the fact that Death Prophet also got picked off when he did not help. So, nice find, though, from Eclipse. Great job by the Brewmaster. They will fall back before they're able to commit to a Tier 1 tower kill. Keep it out of deny range at least. But yeah, Death Prophet picking up that early Eels. Good synergy on the hero, of course. Hasn't been able to make the most of it just yet, though. Treant, Overgrowth. Oh, they see him. The smoke was popped. They're like, you got to be somewhere nearby, and sure enough, he was.
A great conductor.
So nice find there, and they're going to go right into the Roshan pit, popping the Rasta wards, level 1. Eclipse has to have an idea this could be going on. They don't have any vision in the area. Can they really fight this, though? Chaotic Offering's on cooldown. They do have that level 4 Upheaval, however. Sand King, oh, the Epicenter channel. He's going to get it off right here. Gets it on both Brewmaster as well as the Razor. Out comes the Silence as well. There goes the Stone Gaze, though. Razor, he managed to survive it because of that. The Hood of Defiance keeping him alive. The Swarm is applied, but he's running away. Ghost, meanwhile, the split shot's doing plenty of damage. They take out the Sand King. Isle's trying to run away, but that Upheaval keeping him massively slowed. Weaver will pick up the Warlock, having to stand still as a result, but down goes Death Prophet, and Ross is also going to fall. Tiny, he finishes off the Roshan, but he dies right after with the Aegis. Binds time for Weaver, but Weaver gets locked down now with the Overgrowth and Treant Protector. He will go down. The toss ain't going to save Kama's ass. He's going to fall as well, and it's a 5-for-1 triple kill in favor of Mini there on the Brewmaster. What an intense fight breaking out.
World Electronics
and
Sports
what the
Games
hell just
return.
happened? That was my apologies.
Bottoms up.
That was not supposed to. That key was not supposed to do that. Anyways, oh, that was fun. What a fight for Eclipse, though. Even without the chaotic offering from Warlock, and again that great initiation from Sand King. Like, that was huge. He stunned both the Brewmaster and the Razor, but Razor just showed how tanky he is. Perfect timing from Medusa to get there with the Stone Gaze. And Thunder was trying to fight a bit uphill, so I'm sure misses were coming into play. I don't know if they necessarily had the best vision up there either.
I'll take your tribute.
And there's a Shrine pop now. You do see the Aeon disc proccing in that. That must have been the previous fight. Yeah, it's actually just coming off cooldown here. It's a 100-second cooldown. No, that had to be earlier, actually. That fight was less than 100 seconds ago, right? But yeah, he has that finish now. Oh, they're going top lane. Weaver, a little bit too slippery, as he tends to be, trying to pick up the Desolator now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
How's Tiny looking, man? Has a Yasha. This just feels like a very underwhelming Tiny this game, though. He's almost got the SNY finished, but he's 2-4-1. He's very mediocre on the net worth chart. Yeah, offlane Tiny hasn't been looking too good. Sand King, though, Epicenter, they're going for the kill on a Medusa. In comes the roster wars, but there's the overgrowth cut, and the TP's happening. This was a bait trap all along. The Mana Shield being activated, and Ghost, he's not only going to survive, but he's going to help set up the turn kill onto Io there. Play the Rasta. For the sake of VGJ Thunder, that's all they lose at least. Eclipse has played very well, though. I am liking the coordination of Eclipse right now. These pauses have to be tilting Thunder so much. Not gonna lie, I'm getting tilted watching this, man. Zendeka. Let's see. Google Translate. Zendeka. Deka. Translate Chinese to English. It means Zendeka. Or it means really card. I don't think that's what it means. Google Translate, you're failing me. It's like a different player every time, too. Now it's Warlock, apparently. It's DC'd. With the 125 cast range. Yeah, and if he manages to get level 15 sooner than later, then he can really start excelling. I kind of wonder, actually. Do you get the 40%? I feel like as a support especially, I mean, it depends what the other one is, of course, but experience gain talents are so freaking good. Especially at level 10, let alone level 15. 10, you definitely probably get it. 15, I guess it's getting to that point. Is it really necessary? His 20 talent is pretty fun. I mean, the fact that he gets the suicidal chaotic offering. And yeah, I remember seeing or testing that out when that talent first happened or came into the game for Warlock. And the fact that it actually stuns as well is what's crazy to me. It's not like a chaotic offering just kind of appears. I mean, that in itself would be pretty cool. Like, you get a free, push out of her or some T5 presence despite dying. But it actually stuns everyone around you as well. It's as if you're casting the ability. I remember the talks of Bloodstone builds on Warlocks being a thing with that talent. I don't think that's actually going to be the case, but...
Double damage.
Anyways, we're back once again, 22 minutes in. Look at this Medusa. Welcome to the game of Medusa. How farm she is. And only 22 minutes in. That's a tier 2 tower kill mid, and they're going to go right into the base here. Brewmaster, he's ready to jump in. Vlads are now picked up. Radiant's scanning way down here. Tiny just being very greedy, wanted to make sure that he's not being spotted or being ganked more so. Chaotic Offering's ready for Warlock. You got to be really careful overcommitting here for VGJ Thunder. I mean, Weaver's also so fragile. Diffusal Desolator build. She hits hard, but it's what we like to call our glass cannon build.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, that was quite the ad switch right there. That fight was brought to you by this. Yeah, that was the wrong button. I was trying to do something fun, and that happened. Next big team fight, I'll try to do it again and see if it works. My intended idea. Oh, Brewmaster. He's not gonna be in trouble though. That's a nice blink reaction. 6,000 gold lead for Eclipse. It's never really been too big. That's kind of been their biggest lead, really, for the most part. Yeah, it's in that area. It's definitely dipped quite a bit in their favor, but it's not a massive lead by any means. Uh-oh, Weaver. Oh, no. They just smoke. They see him as a result, and now Weaver time lapses, but he's already back to half-life. They cannot catch up to it, though. That's the lack of crowd control showing on this lineup. Yeah, it's not the strongest overall unless they're willing to commit some big ultimates. Razor, he's running after a couple of others. They know Weaver's not here. Neither is Tiny, and they're going to catch Death Prophet. Oh, no. It's not looking good for VGJ Thunder. The Burrow Strike's only going to delay it. So Overgrowth just missing the Sand King. They will get Death Prophet, though, easily. And they'll be satisfied with that. So I have Scotty, though, finished on Medusa.
The shuttle flies.
Fortune's changed.
And she's just pushing out middle in the meantime. Death Prophet dead for 30 seconds, and there's those bots coming into play from Shadow. He ports into the middle. He has the full pipe now finished as well, by the way. A Sage on top of that, going to full SNY. Brewmaster just going to jump on a Sand King, gets him to half-life. A couple of auto attacks from Medusa, and they will secure the kill on a Sand King. That's a lot of initiation loss. Out comes the Chaotic Offering. Speaking of initiation, Sadler trying to keep his distance. Up people slow. He does have a time lapse. He's going to Shikuchi back to base. Shadow Shaman does not have a Shikuchi, but he will be fine. The middle racks, though, not so fine. It's definitely dead. Yeah, the Radiant team just cannot commit, especially with Sand King being dead. Although Tiny's like, I got different plans. Brewmaster, the on-disc procs right there. Warlock, he is getting low. One auto attack from Death will be finished off by Sylar right there, but it comes at a cost of Kama's life. And now the range racks. No, it's not worth it. Eclipse happy with the melee racks. They're going to try to fall back from here. Sylar needs to be so careful about overcommitting, man. Overgrowth was back up in a couple of seconds.
How many times are you gonna miss?
Really laggy is what apparently Zendekon means. That I can believe. There's some other suggestions being brought up in Twitch chat that it's not so believable, but in the context, that actually makes sense. So thank you. Thank you for actually being helpful, Twitch chat. It's a rare occurrence indeed.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's
Weaver
bottom tower is
woken
under
up a
attack.
little bit with that Dragonlance.
Dire's
Trying to
top
now go
tower
a
is
Butterfly.
under
MKB is not necessarily happening. Razor's not really an MKB carrier. Medusa could, but Medusa's actually building a Scythe. All right, they need a little more crowd control. I like that. Medusa, speaking of that point again, speaking of crowd control, Overgrowth locking out a couple of heroes and not catch Fade on the Sand King. Isle, though, he's definitely caught. The Stone Gaze, maybe a little unnecessary. However, Fade, he's going to be fine. So yeah, Medusa trying to get the Stone Gaze off, catch another hero, but not the case. All they get was the support Rost out of it. But they do defend that top. No, they don't even. It was actually killed by Sylar, so. Actually, that was pretty good for VGJ Thunder. What happened right there, the big distraction, they get the tower kill. All they lose is Rasta. More time for Weaver to continue going off. He's almost level 20. We'll see what he decides to get. I can't say I'm too familiar which one is the usual. Just off the top of my head, I mean, both seem pretty damn good. Both swarm focused. I would think armor reductions, though, probably your better choice. But we'll see. Razor now has a BKB in the works. Again, that Scythe for Medusa getting close to being finished. And yeah, going back to that, I love the choice, honestly. He has this level... Wait, what? He went Stone Gaze. Wow. That's a little bit surprising. Usually we see the 800 mana talent picked up on most Medusas. That I'm confident in saying. I was going to say, it's that on top of the Scythe. He just has so much mana to work with. But he still has plenty of mana. So I kind of like it, especially since he's going the Scythe. Maybe that makes more sense. He's already going to have plenty of mana. Yang, by the way, he's in trouble. Overgrowth committed for this. Mini, he's also here in case, and not even necessary. I gotta say, Brewmaster really hasn't used his Primal Split too much, but frankly, it hasn't been necessary. He's 5-11. Not to say that he's doing bad, because he's not. He's doing fantastic, really. I'm liking the Aeon Disc build once again, which did proc again. Probably wasn't as necessary. Again, that's kind of the downside of the item, but top lane. Sylar is going to get a response at least. See the living armor also applied. Good job by Sylar, bringing some attention. So what is Eclipse waiting for here? Roshan is up. It's the Tier 2 Roshan. There's the Scythe finish, so that's probably an item that I'm sure they could have been waiting for to now make some more plays. Maybe bots as well on him. BKB on Razor. That's going to be a big one, going back to that. Warlock choosing to get the Ghost Scepter first, so he just needs to... He wants to be able to stay alive. Basically, pop his Chaotic Offering, go for an upheaval, and then use Ghost Scepter when he needs to. As we've seen a couple of these fights, Weaver just tries to focus him down quickly, channel in that upheaval. So like that decision there. That's why Weaver needs a Nullifier. Nullifier would be pretty good this game. Using that on a Razor going into a fight, not too shabby. Especially now with the BKB coming. What was that? This tiny man, he is having this. He's on the struggle bus. And this Roshan's in trouble now. Wrap around for VGJ Thunder. Chaotic Offering cancel. Warlock just gonna messing around. Oh, they're gonna Flint. They catch Razor, but now the Chaotic Offering coming out. Warlock's able to get a perfect cast on top of the Overgrowth. Shadow's not only alive, but he's doing so much damage in return. Fake caught the epicenter up, but it just doesn't matter. It's a disaster! As some may say, for VGJ Thunder, Yang, he's probably gonna fall here too. Well, maybe not. The Siphon's keeping him alive for now. That Exorcism, it's threatening, man. Brewmaster, he's feeling the burn, and he's getting low. Nice living armor, though. We'll keep him alive for the time being. Gets his Primal Split off, so they take out Death Prophet. And Weaver going in and out. GG's called by Yang there. I don't know if Sylar agrees, man, but it is going to be official. GG well played officially coming out. Can't blame them for that concede right there. You could argue maybe they should have stuck in a little bit longer, but at the same time, that was going to mean the Roshan kill for Eclipse, and obviously they were getting out of hand, and our biggest net worth lead for them at that point. So VGJ Thunder wants to just move on to game number 2. How about that, though? Eclipse taking game 1 off of a team that's been on a hot streak as of late and playing a lot of Dota 2 as well. Look at Yang, man, number 2 in the China region. That means a lot. So fantastic player, but that game, his Death Prophet, not the strongest presence, and we're really relying on Sylar's Weaver to do plenty of work, but not the case. Again, the tiny offlane, that just felt nothing against him, but it felt frankly useless. There's so many other offlane heroes you would have much rather had, and it goes back to they had him already with a second pick. They went for the snap final pick Weaver, which made sense against Eclipse's lineup, but it forced that awkward offlane tiny as a result, and we saw the outcome there. But honestly, fantastic play by Eclipse. I go back to that. They played very well. They look like a very, very solid team, and if they play like that, this could be an upset of sorts in the making in favor of Eclipse. So We'll see how it ultimately plays out. Again, guys, I'm Breaky CPK, your caster for today for the Chinese region of the Starlighter I-League Invitational Season number 4. We got game number 2 going to be coming up next. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.
A new generation. And Boston lives in a world she's lost in, victim of compromise. He's staring at her Aberdeen heart, London eyes, Glasgow bones. She's whistling the catacombs, a paradox. He's in love with the statue in a marble block. He's in love with the girl that time forgot. She just shakes her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot. Wasted moments, full of potential that torments. An angel in disguise, but he can see her Aberdeen heart, London eyes, Glasgow bones. She's a whistle in the catacombs, a paradox. Oh, he's in love with the statue in a marble block. He's in love with the girl that time forgot. She just shakes her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot. You let her go, catacombs. You let her go, let her go, catacombs. You let her go. She just shakes her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yeah, sorry. Anyways, here we are, game number 2 coming at you. Of course, 1-0 lead for Eclipse, actually, here in this best-of-3 series over VGJ Thunder. So, again, a strong start for Eclipse. They looked really good. They did. I did not know what ultimately to expect from this team. I haven't had the chance to cast them yet on the Chinese scene, but they came to play. So, VGJ Thunder, I'm going to step up here in game number 2 if they want to force a game 3. Ultimately, again, this is a single elimination tournament as well. There's several qualifiers going on right now. It's a very busy time once again for Dota 2 teams. So looking forward to seeing how this one plays out, though. Anyways, Omni Knight first pick coming out for VGJ Thunder. Brewmaster Rubik response. I don't think I mentioned yet, but again, I am Breaky CPK, your caster for this series, as well as today in general for the Chinese region and throughout the rest of the week. That's the plan at least. So. As long as the schedule keeps to as it's supposed to be, that is the plan throughout this week here. So, all right, second pick for VGJ Thunder. What were the bans, by the way? We had a Tusk, Elder Titan, and a Night Stalker from Eclipse. Clockwork, Bane, and Razor taken away from VGJ Thunder. So they take away Razor, which Shadow played very well the first game. Mini played a very good Brewmaster the first game as well. And they first pick him here. And, I mean, you look at the Omni Knight pickup. Eclipse responds with 2 very good Omni Knight counters of sorts. Brewmaster with a Primal Split especially can either throw Omni Knight in the air forever, or you can even purge him, of course, or has the purge ability for that matter, for other things like the Guardian Angel. Or there's Rubik, who could just steal pretty much anything he steals from Omni Knight he's fairly happy with. So, like the response there of Eclipse early on.
10 seconds
Disruptor going to be the choice for VGJ Thunder. Just kind of a solid support option. But, yeah, looking at the bans, I mean, that's very heavy for support bans. You had really 4 of the 6 bans, essentially 4 support bans. So, as far as ones left open, some high-value ones. Sand King is still on the board. There's a Slaughter, perhaps, not as popular recently, but definitely with these bans could be of potential. Are the couple that at least come to mind for now. A Brewmaster position 4 is definitely possible as well, but with how well Mini played in the previous game in the offlane, you're going to have to expect that he is going to be playing that again right here. So they banned Lycan on the side of Eclipse.
Radiant team ban.
We have the Death Prophet response. Death Prophet was actually played by Thunder last game. Yang playing it for his team, but doesn't want to deal with it. Excuse me, does not want to deal with it here. The silence would also be pretty annoying. Yeah, another thing that Omni Knight would have to worry about.
10 seconds remaining.
So just simply taking it away.
5 seconds remaining.
And Eclipse has the first pick coming off these bans. Wouldn't be surprised to see them, you know, ban another position 4 here even, and then take one for themselves to really start limiting the pool of VGJ Thunder. There is something like an Undying is still on the board as far as position 4 is concerned. Liked by some teams. Can't say for sure if it's one of these teams or not. In fact, I do have that pulled up. Oh, wow. Yeah, Eclipse plays a lot of Undying. That's their most played hero in the last month. So I wasn't even looking at that when I had mentioned that. So I guess I could see Eclipse picking up an Undying here for their position 4. On the other side, yeah, it doesn't look like
10 seconds remaining.
VGJ Thunder has played a lot of Undying recently.
5 seconds remaining.
So if there is a team to pick it up, would probably lean towards Eclipse doing so. You see the Tinker and then the OD ban, so very heavy on the mid options now. The Razor even before that. Medusa is still on the board. Don't think we're going to see a third pick Medusa, but similar to last game, you know, picking out that 4th spot, then banning the Anti-Mage perhaps. Could be a solid decision. Or they'll third pick it. Okay. So now VGJ Thunder has a little bit more reaction time. They could go the Anti-Mage here. I mean, you could even wait to the 4th pick to do Anti-Mage. There's pretty much no way Eclipse is going the anti-mage. I was going to say Nyx Assassin's the other one. Now, Nyx Assassin, again, his skill ability as the game goes on, it's not that crazy, so it's not like a hard counter to Medusa, in my opinion, but it's still a strong option to have against him. So, speaking of position force being limited as well, so yeah, the Nyx Assassin just makes the most sense for VGJ Thunder. And now Eclipse, they still need their position 4 most likely, as well as what will potentially be their safe lane. So still lean towards Undying as a potential option. Train Protector, he did do very well last game for the team. So Sepp, the captain of the team, the drafter at least, looks like he's going to be getting his Train Protector once again.
10 seconds remaining.
It did do well for them last time, so again, not surprised.
5 seconds remaining.
So now VGJ Thunder, do they go the anti-mage here? AM, when it comes to crowd control, you know, now with the Train Protector as well, a Manta style would take care of that. So I don't know if I'm... AM seems like a pretty strong option here. But they're going to go Phantom Lancer instead. A little more safer of an option. He can get involved earlier on in the game. Obviously, a Diffusal Blade will have similar effects as an anti-mage would against the Medusa. So...
10 seconds
I can see what they're thinking with that. Just kind of, again, the safer option of them.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Sniper ban going to be happening from Eclipse. And now Thunder, they need a mid-hero themselves as well. Probably going to ban, well, they need to ban a safe laner. Would be good against them. Honestly, something like a Timbersaw feels like would be pretty good.
Remaining.
Although, we already have any... I mean, Medusa's... Yeah, that's the thing with Medusa Phantom Lancer matchup, though. It's like, Phantom Lancer with the Diffusal, yes, very good against Medusa, but Medusa with the Split Shot as well as the Mystic Snake, and, you know, if she really feels necessary, she could even get the Ags on her, and that just destroys the Phantom Lancer illusion. So, it's... late game, it could actually become favor for Medusa in some ways. But, you know, again, going back to if they feel like they need to deal with that Phantom Lancer a little bit more. Don't know how comfortable they are with a Timbersaw core like that, but could be an option that they're thinking about. VGJ Thunder trying to figure out which band they want. I mean, Gyrocopter still on the board. He could be... actually, Gyrocopter would be pretty good here. He's in the mid carry, and really decent against this lineup so far. Trying to think if there's anything else that stands out, really. Lifestealer doesn't feel that great. Juggernaut's okay. The band Tiny... Penny would have been a decent option, too, yeah. And now Thunder, having to think about who they want again. So they need their mid option still.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you have a lot of mid heroes banned now, too. Sniper, Tinker, OD, Razor. Queen of Pain is still there. Queen of Pain, again, it feels like one of those just safe options. We're to pick a mid-hero.
Radiant team pick.
Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knight as well. More objective presence rather than ganking is the flow of the Dragon Knight.
10 seconds remaining.
Honestly, an Invoker feels like it would have been pretty good too, actually.
5 seconds remaining.
But no, they go the DK. So yeah, Eclipse. Said what? A Gyrocopter really stands out to me. A Juggernaut. Something else that wouldn't be too shabby. I still stand by the Timbersaw, actually, especially now with the Dragon Knight pick to top it all off. That would be the wild card pick. And if they end up doing a Timbersaw. Give myself a pat on the back there. It's not going to be Timbersaw.
Timbersaw!
You may now select your heroes.
It's moments like this that I just like to soak in and be like, you know what? I've made it. I've made it as a caster. I can call top-tier picks in a draft. And different ones at that. That wasn't a very obvious one. I'm just gonna gloat here for a little bit. No, but yeah, it again, especially with the Dragon Knight, it's more idea there that Timbersaw is going to be pretty good in the matchup. So, could definitely see where they're going with that. You have Medusa taking care of the right-click damage as well. So, not concerned that he's not necessarily your right-click carry. I like Eclipse's lineup. I do. Mini played a fantastic Brewmaster last game. Again, the Timbersaw pick. Loving the matchups here. Medusa, always a strong option. The counters they have to Omni Knight. This is a strong Eclipse lineup, and they go back to, if they play like they did in the first game, this is going to be a tough time for VGJ Thunder here in game number 2. Going to need Phantom Lancer to have a huge start.
Prepare for battle.
Let me get my standing desk going. Do some standing up casting. All right. So into the laning phase we go. Wait, is DK going to be a safe lane? Interesting.
30 seconds to battle.
DK is going to match up against the Timbersaw, and I mean, it kind of goes back to the so VGJ Thunder expecting the Timbersaw to be an off lane, but no, now Timbersaw is actually in the safe lane, so they're going to send Phantom Lancer to the off lane, but I wonder, as soon as they see how this is looking, if they're then going to swap themselves, unless no, Eclipse is actually, they want to change this up. Okay. So they want to have Timbersaw against the DK, which makes sense. That Whirling Death going to be extra powerful. Yeah, they saw DK up here, so they're going to send Timbersaw to the top lane. So who's mid? It will be Phantom Lancer. Okay. So yeah, PL will end up mid, of course, and Omni Knight going to be the core in the off lane, paired up with the Nyx Assassin here.
Hey, Luso, how did it feel getting fucked by Vagamama? A, B, C. Alright, what's happening? Who won the qualifiers? Who won the qualifiers? Probably the team we played, right? Cancel. Cancel one. Clap. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, since the hardcores are here, we should add 2 new modes today, boys. We got 50 more spots.
Nature chose her
2 more.
well.
2 every day. Why isn't my Streamlabs working? Hello? Oh, please. No, alright, it's broken. Yeah, stream labels is down. The fuck? I'm not gonna add poggers when we have Hag Chomp. I'm not gonna add 2 emotes to do the exact same thing, alright? Don't suggest similar emotes, please. Come on. Bruh. Nah. Whomever subbed, thank you, sir. Yeah, give me something else. Hyper hard W. No. If you suggest poggers, I'll ban you. We have Pag Chomp. Stop it. Peppo think. We'll add this one. What else? Gachi Pride. Nah. Pepper Laugh is boring. I don't like it. Feels glad, man. This is exactly like feels good, man. What the fuck? This is exactly like feels good, man. Babona. No. No, I want better ones. Lick me. Alright. No more weep shit, honestly.
Growing in.
So many streamers are quitting. Don't ever leave us, Bulldog.
Oh, I
Happy
won't.
hands.
I won't if you treat me right, chat. If you treat me right. Trump. Any good Trump emotes? Is there no gifts in the FFZ or what? Or do I need to enable that somehow? That's bad. I need one more. If you don't give me one more right now, I'm not. We're done. Monka Meg. Alright, if this is good. If this is not good, I'm not taking anymore. You're done. You're done. Alright. What do we got for today? Any good games now? It's been like 5 days of no good games. My wish list. Holy Bridge.
Where did the time go?
Why is my stuff broken? I cannot see. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh my god. I fixed it, boys. There we go. Aldella Mott sub clap, thank you. And Jamie JT and Stalinkraft. Thank you for resubbing. Alright, Gaben. Any good games today? For 11. 11. Deck Casters. No, Gay World is first. Simulation new to sexual content. No. Deck Cat. Maybe I should practice card games. For Artifact.
Growing in.
Wait, is this actually Dota?
Serious question.
Treant and Punch?
If you had to kill off either Norway or Denmark, who would you destroy?
I think I found.
Say hello to your mother without you further hearing it.
I think I found Artifact, boys. Good kill off either Norway or Denmark. Denmark, of course. Say hello to your mother without your father hearing it. They don't live here. Artifact is out. Lycan? Actual Lycan? New cards and strategies. Very cool. Lena? Some hero? Tiny? Killer. Thank you for the reason. And Barakai Terry is. Thank you for Zebin. But that's it. It actually looks very fun. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh. No. A Ming LOL game? Gore Violent! Finally a Gore and Violent game. I've been waiting for this. Sexual content that is allowed We talked
Any
about this.
chance of you casting S420 versus Cancel today,
Wait,
sir?
why would they be playing today? Fnatic is playing. Dude, I love watching Fnatic. Is OG playing today or what? Oh, the European qualifiers today. All right.
Guardian well.
Let's have a look here. How does this work? EU qualifier. Wait. Team World. Oh, this is a different tournament. All right. Where's Cancel? There's no Cancel game today. What are you talking about? Did he lie, Chad? You didn't have Peppo think? Yes, I did. It's just bugged. Let me watch this myself first. English not supported. God, why are you so slow at loading? I mean, I can't take shit like this.
How about
wow,
trying
so
Doki
cutesy.
Doki Literature Club on Steam? You like scary games, don't you?
It's not scary. That game is not scary. It's 4 hours of nothing, and then they get a little crazy for a little bit, and then it's Resident Sleeper. About 1 billion people have suggested Doki Doki, and I've said about 100 times now I will not play that game. Thanks for the advice, though, or suggestion. Overdriver, thank you, Zebin. Gyro Shooter.